So they did.
My God! Well,
they didn't say anything to spark this. I don't think they said anything to spark it.
No, okay. It was media that turned it into that because I watch Flagrant. I normally watch Flagrant because it's wild a lot of the times. I'm like, these dudes are crazy. Yeah. But so he started seeing news headlines about Kendrick Lamar.
Who is this? Andrew Shulz?
Yes.
Okay.
Shulz was saying, I'm seeing headlines and they're tagging him in it. So he's seeing it as like, oh, damn, Kendrick was talking about me. So I guess that's when he just took off. And I think what he did is he just went into comedy mode as like returned fire, like how a comedian would, I would say. And you just start just going in. Now the manner in which you did, a little crazy.
All the wins, yeah. Ain't no L's, I gotta get a no call and quits. Yeah, gotta keep on moving no matter how hard it gets.
Hey, what's going on? It's another episode of Addicted to Arguing. I'm your host, Joe Teel. Like always, I got my boy, the Chief, Brennon Seifert. What's going on? And like always, I got my boy, Derrick Keener.
Here's the deal. Derrick is here. That ain't Joe Teel tonight, baby. That's Josiah. That's Josiah. Do you see the haircut?
Yeah.
Chief.
Josiah.
Yeah.
Do you see the haircut?
What color do you think my barber is?
Oh, I'm pretty sure he damn should look like me.
Yeah.
Chief, let me tell you something. I walk out the barbershop today in the parking lot. Joe Teel, I'm like, hey, you coming to get a haircut? Like, I'm excited and shit. He was like, we're trying to see if they take walk-ins. Yeah. Let's do it. Yeah.
That's where y'all ain't gonna find me.
I'm so.
Oh, you coming?
I just need to get this beard done. Bro.
Thank you. You're next, brother.
I've been so sporadic with haircuts, bro. It's been like, I'll get a clean ass haircut. And then I'll let like 3 months go by and I look crazy. And then I'll go get another clean ass hair. I'm like, in 1 year, I'll have 4 clean ass haircuts.
Let me tell you something.
And nothing in between.
You look like the in between of Robin Thicke and I fuck black women right now.
That's a compliment.
Sisters out there, what's up?
That's a compliment.
Yeah. She said that's a compliment.
Yeah. Take that and run with it.
The sisters at? No. They get in trouble.
Yeah, exactly. You about to get you in trouble.
I said something about Hillary Duff the other day, and my wife sent me a screenshot of the recording, and she was like, "Oh yeah, that's what you like." And I said, "Oh God, damn it."
Oh, that's hilarious because doing the Hillary Duff segment, I literally thought about it. I was like, yeah, you know, she got a lot of time at home. She's probably gonna watch this.
Yeah,
we'll go talk about it.
But you know what? Women have to realize we're in entertainment. We are here to entertain. Our thoughts are there, but we will come home to you, boo.
She's the one who pulled up Hillary Duff before that episode even happened, which is why I thought about it.
No, mine don't play like that.
Yeah, we're gonna say wild stuff. Man.
Yeah, that's part of the show.
Talking.
That's what I told her. I said it's just the guys. We just talking. You know what I'm saying? I said, I come home to you, right?
That's right. That's right, baby. Hillary ain't ever gonna be here. No. I mean, if he start going on the road with me, we might run it. But the chances are slim.
Hey.
She's like, I want to do comedy.
Oh, I was just going to say that. So you two are thinking about doing stand-up?
We're thinking about at least trying a set for fun.
Oh, God.
I feel like it's like, I don't know. I want to know, like, because I know that I am reactively funny, right? Uh-huh. In the moment, I have been known to say funny shit, right?
Yeah.
Can I produce that without this type of moment? I don't know.
My thoughts are I'm not saying musicians and lyricists are capable of comedy because there's a big big gap between there. But I feel like the way that he writes, he's good at staying on topic. He's good at, beginning and ending. Mm-hmm. He's a good writer. Mm-hmm. And seeing that he's already got the podcast, I feel like he can find a way to make it work. See,
he just might.
I'm having trouble at the end. Like, how do you turn something into a fucking punchline? That's the killer. Like, because I come up with these stories, or I even go back, and I was even going through the podcast and finding funny moments, and it's like I just taking those like funny moments and actually making a joke out of them is incredibly difficult.
You have to have relatability.
That's crazy, brother. How you write that shit?
Well, so all right. It has to be relatable. It has to feel real. What was something that I did this weekend? When I walked on stage, first thing I did was looked at the audience because they were clapping. And then when I walked up there, they stopped clapping. I was like, what, you didn't expect this? Because it's all Asian and white. And I go, DEI, it's still here. There's an immediate chuckle because they're like, oh, diversity, equity, and inclusion. It's a big deal right now, right? Yeah. So in my mind, I'm thinking that's how I connect with them. And this is quote unquote, it used to be affirmative action. but they've changed it to
Right.
DEI. So you take my cancer joke. I had cancer. Who can identify with cancer? Not an age, not a gender, not a race. Everybody identifies with it, right? So then I talk about the fact that I had testicular cancer. And, they had to take one. And life is rough when you got one ball. And I'll always pick out a guy in the front row and go, sir, do you have both of your balls? The whole audience laughs. And usually he's like, yes. And I go, I see him in them tight ass pants. That's why I was asking about it.
Yeah.
And so it just makes everybody feel comfortable because here I am making fun of a guy with two balls when I got one.
Yeah.
I'm relating and then I'm shifting the joke on you, but I'll quickly turn it back around on me and say, how am I supposed to talk to a woman if I ain't got him one ball? How do you tell a woman you missing equipment? What am I supposed to say? How you doing? My name is Derrick. I'm a Virgo. I like long walks in the park. I got one ball.
Yeah.
It's because I took it back off of you because I put it on you first. Now it's back on me. And then I go, and depending on how do you get them to do it? So I would tell a woman, I'd make them sign a waiver before we'd have sex. It's not a piece of paper. It's just a look I put on my face. When I pull them pants down, if you agree to the terms, you're going to tell everybody about this bullshit you finna see. It makes you laugh because now you're getting a visual. I'm telling a story. I ain't gave you a punchline. I'm just giving you a visual, which made both of you go, that's funny.
Yeah.
So then when I pull my pants down, I always look at women and go, because now you see the whole situation. So then I go, and depending on how you was raised or your ethnicity, will be depending on how you treat me with this ball. And I'd like to say to white women everywhere, thank you for the respect and dignity you've treated this ball with throughout the years. And then I tell how I gave this white woman the disclaimer. And she looks at me and she goes, do not be ashamed. Because now I've entered into, I'm a white woman now.
Yeah.
And she's trying to comfort me. So the whole joke went from, they took my ball, you feel sorry for me. Now I ask you if you got two balls. Now they're focused on you and your nuts, not mine any damn more. When you say yes, I say I see them in them tight ass pants. Now everybody's people in the balcony can't see the guy on the front row.
Yeah.
But everybody in the building's laughing because I've made them visualize it.
Right.
So like when I close my eyes, when I'm hearing you rap, I visualize what the fuck you're saying. And then it's like, oh, this is really good. So then when I tell the woman goes, don't worry about that one ball. I'm going to make you feel good about that thing. What you going to do? We're going to play a little game. What kind of game we play? She said, it's called New Year's Eve. I said, how you play it? She said, I'm going to lay down. I'm going to open my mouth and I'm going to watch that ball drop. You have a complete visual of what I'm doing. But then, but at that point, I start to lower my body and go 10, 9, 8. And everybody in the building at that point, I haven't said anything about race. You know what I'm saying? Well, other than she's a white woman, but I've drawn everybody in. Mm-hmm. Then I'll take it from there and go, but black women, they ain't playing no games about your ball, dog. And I switch it back up because I've made fun of the white lady. I made fun of the black lady because I'm not shitting on them. I've just made people visualize what it is.
So if anything, you're including them.
That's all it is. But I'm talking about me with one ball.
Yeah.
It's still just me with one ball. Mm-hmm. Now everybody's just like, and then I may say, oh, my one ball brothers, make some noise. And usually nobody says shit. I say, see, ladies, I'm different. But these are little filler things that I've learned over time to be funny on the stage. Mm-hmm. And I can tell y'all this while they're sitting here without even trying to add all the antics. And you can see it and I can see how they could be funny. Right. But laughter is contagious. When I get everybody to laughing, you get 3,000 people laughing at one damn time. Sounds pretty goddamn good.
Yeah. I bet that's a great feeling.
Oh, yeah. That's a dopamine release right there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No doubt.
Super facts. So I think you could do it. Again, it takes a while. It's a skill. You've got to develop that thing. Definitely develop it.
I'm just terrified. I read the comedy Bible just for fun. Good. The newest one or the latest one? Yeah, the newest one. Okay. You did something that, what do they call it, a turn, where you said three things. You said two things that were normal, and then the last one was...
That's right.
So the walk in the park, you say, I like women, walk in the park.
Yeah, how you doing? My name is Derrick. I like long walks in the park. I'm a Virgo.
And then I got one ball. Yeah, that's the turn, right? That's right. See? There you go. I saw how you did several things there with the act house and then
That's right. Yeah. You do. So they try to teach you all that stuff. For me, it comes natural.
Right.
The comedy Bible didn't teach me any of it. When I started reading it, I went, I already do this shit and threw it away. Well, I don't need it.
Yeah.
There are people that do need it so they can really get to, but mine is natural. Or I may make you visualize and say, and I'll play with your intelligence. So after I tell and I haven't even told this joke in a while, I'll tell the one ball joke and then I'll go, I don't like being with women who lie. Women hate it already. Like, I don't think you should lie to whoever you're with. You should tell them the truth. I don't care how it hurts them. Just be honest. So I'm already fucking with your mind because I know where I'm about to lead you to. My ex-wife, we're not together because she's a liar. We got our first child. I'm excited because I'm a father for the first time. So when we get the baby home, I say, hey, come on in the bedroom, pull them panties down and let daddy get busy. This is when the lie started. She looked at me and said, well, my mama and the doctor said you got to wait up to 6 weeks after a baby is born before the two people have sex. And some woman, I don't care where I'm at, is always going to yell out, that's true. And I get to yell back, bitch, we adopted this baby.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm playing with your mind because I've already told you I got one ball, which it's cancer. I can't have
you can't have kids. Okay. Yeah. It's a smart joke. Yeah. It just take a little bit.
That's right.
Yeah.
You can't see it, but I'm leading you every step of the way. Like I know how to place it down and make you go, this motherfucker got me again.
Yeah.
But then you go faster and faster and faster once you learn how to do all that shit. So then I take the joke off of her and put it back on me. You never want to look like the king in all this shit that you do if you're going to do comedy. You've got to look like the pauper times two.
You got to make fun of yourself, yeah.
You do. And not self-deprecating to the point to where it's like people feel sorry for you.
Oh, damn, poor dude.
Yeah. Yeah, now, I don't do that shit, baby.
No, just one. I hit myself real fast. All right, now who's next?
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah.
And be intelligent with your jokes. The doctor told me my testicle was malignant, right? Malignant means that it's no good anymore. It's cancerous, whatever. When my grandfather came to visit me in the hospital, I was crying and he said, what's wrong with you? Well, no, this is what I was crying. He walked in the room. He said, so your mama told me your balls was ignorant. It's not ignorant.
It's ignorant.
But it's a word. These are just little things. And I'm just telling y'all, like, it's easy for me to make people like, brother, I'm a master at this shit. Know what I'm doing. I can help teach you.
Yeah.
But the main thing is you got to get up there first.
You got to get up on stage.
Got to get up there first. You can do it too.
Yeah.
It's terrifying. I don't know why you playing. It's not terrifying. You rap, you can do this.
So
we ain't been on stage in a long time.
And by the way, for those of you watching, these two mofos can really, it's not popcorn rap. Nah, it's yo, I'm telling y'all, from an artist standpoint, these two guys have way more talent than I've seen in 80% of the rappers out there today. Damn sure Kodak Black. Yeah, they are better than Future. It's a lot of them,
Kodak.
But again, we say it all the time, life is a killer of dreams.
We very much appreciate that. Man.
Oh, God, they are good.
My name
Kodak Black. When you see me, I'm white.
Yeah. My name Kodak Black. When you see me, I'm white.
My name Kodak Black, but I could fuck your white wife.
Oh my God!
Have y'all not the interview with him?
No.
What's his name?
Caleb Presley.
He was with Caleb Presley.
No, I don't like Kodak Black. I'm not a fan.
Did you see him on Kai's deal on Kai's stream?
Oh my God,
Did you see him throw that perk in the air and catch it? And Kai was looking at.
Did he really?
Yes. They were listening to a song and Kodak throws a perk in the air. He goes and catches it. And Kai's watching through the street. He sits there and looks at the computer lights and he's looking at us like.
Did y'all see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looked scared a couple of times.
Oh, dude. Yeah. Kodak is. I think he's really like.
That's got to be deeper than perks, though, bro. I think. Yeah. Well, he be talking about how he'll take shit with meth in it, like.
He's off his rocker for sure. Like if you really started looking at Kodak has lost his damn mind.
He said in that song, he said, I knew the perk was fake, but I took it because I'm a gremlin.
Yeah, I heard that the other day. I was at the gym playing because I've listened to the song, but I never really thought about that part.
In itself.
I took it because I'm a gremlin.
I knew what I'm taking is something that I don't know what it is, but I'm going to take it.
I did it anyway
because I'm a gremlin.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you're a gremlin.
Yeah,
you are a gremlin.
Yeah, that's gremlin as fuck. Big gremlin energy.
Y'all are better than them. Both of y'all are better than, like, seriously. I really wish y'all could hear the shit that they play.
I feel like I'm buns now, bro. I ain't done it in too long.
How long has it been
You
since you
stayed
made a song?
active. That one
Yeah, but what year was that?
Fucking 2023. No, it came out in 2023. I probably did it in late 2022.
Yeah.
It's been at least 2 years since I've made it.
Me and him, he used to record with me back when my studio was like running.
Yeah.
And you were one of the earlier clients too. So I was with me and him have been linking up for a long time.
It's like 7-8 years, I think.
Did we meet at Kames?
No, bro.
No, or we just had that like similar experience. There's a guy there was like, I'm talking about like trapped out studio. Like it was, Kames was wild, wasn't it? It was over on Grand Avenue by the Taco Tico.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing over there?
Bro, I would be out there. They had this basketball goal. I'm cold at basketball, no lie. And,
basketball. You got a cold basketball haircut right now, but go do your thing.
I'll show you my highlight. I'll pull my highlights.
All right.
But no, it would be me and like 40 black dudes and me in the street playing basketball on Grand Avenue. I did.
Really?
Yes. I got multiple witnesses.
Okay.
I'm cold at it.
Okay. You got to be cold to be out there.
Yeah. So I met him through, we had that mutual friend because Kame had the original studio. A dude named Keem Lewis, 6'8", like a super stoner.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that place was like
Big Bird built ass.
Yeah. This was like a trap house basically. I mean, in a way, his mom lived there, but it was
it was trap.
Oh, bro, yeah.
It was super sketch, but
y'all are dope, man. Y'all are dope.
We made how many songs? Probably like 4 together?
4 or 5.
Yeah.
4 or 5.
Not enough.
But I didn't trust a lot of people to make songs with me because I was like, I don't know. There's just not that I'm like, not that I feel like above or anything like that, but I do like everything to be like top notch.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I want the lyrics to be right and shit of that nature.
Yeah. And also some people are just buns, bro.
Yeah, some people suck, bro. And that's one thing I learned in the studio, bro. Some people suck ass. They are bad.
And some people you're like...
Some people get lots of plays. And
you don't even get props for the effort. Like, I mean, some people you're like, man, at least you're getting up there and trying what you love. Some people know. Some people know you need to stop.
After a while, I'm just like, bro, fuck your effort, bro. Why are you still suck after 2 or 3 years? That's what I would be thinking. But I would just sit there in front of my little keyboard and I wouldn't say shit, but I'd be roasting the fuck out of them.
It's because we have conditioned ourselves to applaud people's efforts.
We shouldn't do that.
No, we should not.
Yeah. Is it good? I
Seriously.
think that's,
Yo, your effort, okay, you put forth effort, but if there's no substance to go along with said effort, what are we applauding? Nah, man, keep going, dude. No, stop.
Everybody hates Charlemagne, but that's why I like Charlemagne sometimes.
I like him sometimes.
I like him sometimes.
Yeah, no,
like,
I get that.
I hate him. Like, if we seen each other and I was like, hey, bro, box. And he was like, bet. I'd be like, let's go.
I don't like how he did Post Malone back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Post Malone first got... So Post Malone, his first album blew up, right?
Uh-huh.
And they brought him on the Breakfast Club. And, and as it's turned out through the years, Post Malone is this guy. He's so nice, bro.
Yeah.
Like everyone says, this is just the nicest dude out here. He's so cool. He's so chill.
Yeah.
He can do any kind of music.
Uh-huh.
And the way Charlemagne treated him was just like, he basically was like, you're Coach Vulture. Your girlfriend's going to cheat on you. Like, he just like went in on him and everybody was like...
Post Malone was just like...
He was like...
All right, man. Yeah. Like, damn, okay.
Yeah, and so he kind of... Which, I mean, I would say the Post Malone's probably bigger than Charlemagne right now, so maybe it...
Listen, man.
It probably paid off.
Oh, yeah.
I just ain't no fan of how Charlemagne treats certain people.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's just weird. He gives off weird guy energy a lot of times, and I don't like it.
Well, the thing is, whenever there's somebody in there that he's scared of, like somebody that he's gonna watch leave the studio type shit, he's giving them their props, And
I don't like people like that.
And then when somebody new that's a little more artsy, a little more creative, a little more peaceful, he's like, yeah, I'm finna take a dump on your forehead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he can be a weird dude, but
I do like sometimes how he's just like
he gets it right sometimes.
He's like, hey, bro, I'm not gonna lie, that ain't for me.
I think that's these people's job, though. Like, and eventually maybe our job one day, but it just depends. I still feel like you can wield this weapon that we hold like the correct way.
You can.
Yeah.
There is. Yeah. You said it right. It is so. It's either a tool or a weapon.
Right.
They had a group called Sex is a Weapon.
Mm-mm.
Did not know that.
All right, so there.
Where we sign up at?
Okay. So all right, so I'm gonna give you. You know I be thinking on some other shit, and I be trying to give y'all analogies. Like,
My bad. I was
like I'm the uncle. No, you good. Like I'm the uncle. Like nephews. This is what a hammer. Could you kill somebody with a hammer?
Oh yeah.
I don't think there's many. If I'm going there, it don't matter. I'll get it.
Can I tell a short story? I was at a trailer park and there was a fight going on, and this dude came out with a hammer, and I scattered, and he cracked bro right in his mouth.
Hey, dog.
You do not want to get hit with it.
You don't want to get hit with a hammer because he can kill you, right?
I see
God,
this shit.
no.
He hit him right in his teeth.
But do you know that a hammer can help build this whole place?
Yeah.
It's about how are you using it.
Yeah. They say when you got a hammer, everything look like a nail.
What?
No, for real. Think about that.
I've heard, are you the hammer or the nail?
No. They say if you got a hammer, everything starts to look like a nail.
Yeah, damn.
That's deep if you think about it. You laugh at me. Think about it.
Is that like referring to a penis or something?
Yeah, that too. But no.
That's probably what they were talking about.
No. What they're talking about is like if you have something. Damn, what are they saying? If you have, something that has
if
power,
I have a hammer, I'm going to want to hit you with it?
Yes. You'll find everything starts to look like a nail if you got a hammer.
Mm-hmm.
I think that, but I mean, even to circle back around, I think these guys that talk on these podcasts, like the mic can become a hammer. You can start dropping it down on people. Everyone starts to look like a nail.
Again, that's why I said,
okay,
is it a weapon or is it a tool?
Right, yeah.
It's a tool. This is a tool.
It depends on if you're in Cavalier Trailer.
Whose hands is it in? This dude. Hey, if we do it right, we don't have to make this a weapon.
Right.
Like this shit could be dangerous.
Oh, for sure.
In the wrong hands. Nah, man, show how we can do it the right way and do it the right way. I don't like when people do shit the wrong way, dog. Like because in your music, the way you were teaching. See, I ain't gonna let him forget that he got some dope ass music. You were just teaching in your music. You were using that as a tool to build. You weren't tearing the community down. It's like you're trying to restructure it.
That's my next song. My next song, Fuck the Community, drops.
Be a gremlin. Be a gremlin.
I knew it was fake, but I still took it.
Nah, dog, you're a builder.
Yeah.
Oh man, either be a builder or and so now can I tear your ass up? Yeah, I could if I wanted to.
Yeah. I think we all could. Yeah, that's the thing. So while we're on the topic of like the microphone being powerful,
yeah,
and we got to talk about this a little bit. Have y'all heard about which is first of all, this is hilarious to me that there is a comedian rapper beef. This seems to be the wildest, funniest shit I've ever heard in my life. As far just like the concept is funny. So I feel like you don't know. I know that you know.
Yes.
But you say that you're looking at me like you don't know.
No clue what you're talking about.
Do you? Right. I give you a guess. Who is Kendrick Lamar beefing with that isn't a rapper right now? Go.
That ain't a rapper?
Yes. A comedian.
Hold on now.
He had a very questionable haircut for years.
Cat Williams.
No. Oh, this is,
Cat Williams ain't always been shaped up.
Change ethnicity.
Hilarious. That's hilarious.
Andrew.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I get
Do you know why they are beefing?
It is some of the most out of pocket shit that I ever heard. But the thing is,
Andrew says a lot of out of pocket shit, but it's also his niche. You know,
it is 100%.
And I think he also. I mean, I haven't seen him just go fucking too far.
Oh, dude, this is questionable. But one thing I can say is some of that shit's funny.
He dances on a fine line.
And it's like, I just think that him being bold enough to approach a rapper too is also wild. But Kendrick Lamar said,
I've got it right here for you.
Okay, yeah, play it for us.
I've got it right. That's what I was trying to get to. The actual lyrics. This is where we're at.
Don't let no white comedian talk about no black woman as law.
So
I was wondering what that was about.
So look, he never said what it was about. When he said it, Gary Owen also said something too. You take the two comedians who have, or two white comedians who have entrenched themselves. Gary makes the bulk of his money off of black crowds.
Right. You know,
not Andrew so much.
Yes. I think, I was just watching him last night.
I would say him more than Andrew.
He got tattoos up to like right here.
No, this guy is...
Gary's clean cut.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
He was in the military.
And he doesn't look like what he sound like neither.
No, he doesn't. Gary on was in the military. I've known Gary for years. Gary had a black wife. Met her, beautiful woman. They just got a divorce, right? She tried to accuse Gary of cheating.
Gary Owen.
And it's an ugly divorce. Got black kids. There he is right there.
Yeah, no, that's who I was thinking about. He didn't have tattoos. He had but I listened to him last night. He
was one of the hosts of BET, Black Entertainment Television Comic View. He was one of the hosts of it, like really good. Excuse me. So whenever Kendrick says, don't let no white comedian talk about no black woman, that's law, right? Those are the only two that took offense to it. The only two. If you're not talking about them, shut the fuck. But those two, you've gotten in the culture. Gary said, well, I guess he's talking, but Kendrick ain't responded to either one of them.
Right. Which, do you?
I don't, yeah. Oh, I believe he's going to.
But how like street,
what
like
did they
how
say?
cool
What
is
did they
it,
say back?
like rapper is it to actually respond to a comedian? That doesn't seem like the play. They may actually.
What did they say to Kendrick?
So they did.
My God! Well,
they didn't say anything to spark this. I don't think they said anything to spark it.
No, okay. It was media that turned it into that because like I watch Flagrant. I normally watch Flagrant because it's wild a lot of the times. I'm like, these dudes are crazy. Yeah. But so he started seeing news headlines about Kendrick Lamar.
Who is this? Andrew Shulz?
Yes.
Okay.
Shulz was saying, I'm seeing headlines and they're tagging him in it. So he's seeing it as like, oh, damn, Kendrick was talking about me. So I guess that's when he just took off. And I think what he did is he just went into comedy mode as like returned fire, like how a comedian would, I would say. And you just start just going in. Now the manner in which he did was a little crazy. It's wild, but I think like the dark humor side of me think like if you, I know that there could be like a racial aspect of it that I don't get. That's probably that is crossing the line probably. But like just if he said this about a white guy that was like a white rapper, it'd have been. I mean, I would have been destroyed, dead. Because I think
if Andrew
Schultz would have said some of the things he said about to like a white rapper, it would have been like comedy genius. I think that some of the issue is that maybe it is. But
I gotta hear this.
He basically told him that since Kendrick was so small, he was like, Kendrick's gang would probably whoop my ass, and Kendrick probably could send some people after me. But if me and Kendrick was locked in a cell, he couldn't stop me from making like sweet, sweet love to him.
Andrew was like, I'd sleep with him and I'd still sleep. His feet would be in the air.
Yeah, he said he'd just be sitting in his lap. I think he took it too far, right? But
but goodness.
But listen to some of his counterpoints. He says, all right, comedians need to learn from. So he's an asshole. Schultz. He's like, I guess comedians need to learn from rappers on how to respect women.
So let's start right there.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. The culture for rap is typically black. Typically.
Right.
Ain't what I'm giving y'all props on, which I've been doing it the whole time. Giving y'all props on songs and shit like that. If the community of black people are sick and tired of white people telling them what the fuck to do in their community. Sick and fucking tired of it. Andrew, you have no right to say, sure, get the black guys to stop. Shut the fuck up, dog. You went beyond comedy with trying to scold or teach. You stick to if you say you're going to screw him, then I stay right there. But going into all that shit he did, you should probably shut the fuck up. Because Kendrick is trying. So there are certain, just like when I was telling you how you're teaching in your raps, right?
Yeah.
Kendrick is trying to get certain people, like it's going to take a while to reverse a bunch of shit that has happened.
Right.
It is never going to be overnight. So he's trying to reestablish like, get your shit together. And Andrew was like, yeah, don't talk to me about this shit. Talk to Chris Brown, who just so happens to be a woman beater. It crosses a cultural line, and he should be, if you're in the black culture and this is my only point towards Andrew, if you are entrenched in the black culture and you are making some money off of that culture, be sensitive to that culture's needs. Don't be insensitive, because I'm a comedian. I can say, I'm a comedian. I don't just say anything to y'all. Right? It's not right. And I know people, I'm all for free speech and certain shit I think you just should not say because it's not the right time. It's not the right place. But Andrew's, he's doubling down on it.
Yeah, he went on Charlemagne, and so him and but Charlemagne backed him. Basically, he didn't shut it down. 100%.
You want Charlemagne like that type of shit?
I guess so.
Charlemagne has
Andrew?
Charlemagne got a lot of bitch to him too, which is why we were talking about not like
Charlemagne doesn't like anybody mainstream though.
Yeah. I think Andrew may have saw it as a chance to like treat it more like writing a joke back. Like, I feel like he sat down and thought about it methodically about how to, because I think a lot of jokes are like, even like you were explaining earlier, you're just flipping stuff on its head a lot of times.
Nah. Okay, think about the joke that got him really into black culture was when he joked about Meek Mills.
Yeah.
That was a well-crafted joke. So much so that Meek was like, that's funny. He talked about Meek being on Puffy's couch and the rumors of yo, you can touch it. You can make it funny though.
Yeah.
Don't make that shit weird and fucked up. Like the Hinchcliffe. He could have been funny with the shit he was doing at the... You could have been funny to more people than offensive.
Dove straight in.
Yeah.
There's not even a joke around it.
When you're
have y'all heard him talk about that since then?
I ain't
no.
about it.
He did a set on the Mothership, and he was basically explaining. He was like, I don't really know why they put me there. I told him who I was, and then he said, so I followed a lot of tough facts. I followed Joe Rogan. I followed Dave Chappelle. I followed he started naming off more, and he was like, it seemed like the hardest thing I've ever followed is the prayers and the Pledge of Allegiance. He said,
that's funny.
Yeah, he was like, I definitely was in the wrong spot. And he said, this is he basically just said, I kept the same energy from the roast and from how I do regular comedy. And he was like, yeah, it was the wrong time, wrong place. But
hey,
he gonna double down. He don't give a fuck.
I got a friend, Donnie Kelly.
Yeah, I want to get him on my show. I'm gonna hit him up.
So we do the podcast tomorrow,
right? Yeah.
Hey man, Donnie is like Andrew in the sense that when he doubles down, motherfucker, he see the fireball coming and he's like, nope. I'm gonna stick with my answer.
Yeah.
Donnie, it's wrong. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with it. You know it's wrong. Okay, perfect example. We're doing the podcast and I'm fucking with him. Donnie's my cousin. I'm fucking with him. And we're talking about black quarterbacks and white quarterbacks. And Donnie said something. I said, so you're telling me that black quarterbacks are not intelligent, just as intelligent as white quarterbacks? He said, that's exactly what I'm saying. What the fuck?
Oh, damn.
Do you see how, he's over there. But because he made a statement, he's not going to back down. And I'm like, and the other guy on our podcast was like, Derrick, let him make it. I'm not going to let him make it. Motherfucker need to learn how to turn around.
That's like Luke, bro. So I had the original guy that I started the show with, Luke. If Luke says something, he'll die behind that shit. Even if it is the dumbest shit he's ever done, he will die behind that shit.
And you look at people like that and go, dude, that's how.
I mean, that's part of his
It makes for some fire content sometimes, but it also you gotta know when to be like, you're right.
Andrew that's how I see Andrew right now. I like Andrew. I've got a picture on my phone with Andrew. Because after that Meek Mill shit, when I saw him in Shreveport, I was like, dude, I'm a fan. And this hasn't made me not a fan. I believe that you can hold somebody accountable for the things that they've done and still like them.
Right,
I want to hear the other shit. You're not going to make me fall off the wagon because you did one thing that I don't fucking like. I think that's hypocritical of me being a comedian. Stay the fuck out of black business right now. It sucks to say it that way. But it's like, dude, you're diving way in there. Bro, just stay funny. If he would have hit Kendrick back with some funny shit, I'd be like, hey, Kendrick, leave that motherfucker alone. He's too clever. He's really diving into black social issues. That ain't funny. When you dive into those social issues, it's then like you're going, black people, fix your shit before you tell me to do something. Yeah, don't do that. It's not cool.
So, like, what you're saying is he went a little deeper than just Kendrick Lamar.
I think that was just the way. I don't know, but like if you're going to argue with if you're going to beef with someone intelligent, because obviously Kendrick Lamar isn't dumb, right? You have to be incredibly intelligent to write that music. Yeah. I'm thinking maybe he was trying to, I don't know. I just think he approached this like, I'm going to write jokes back. Now, obviously some of them miss, but people write jokes all the time that miss. But I think he was, I don't know, trying to, because like if you see him on Twitter, he's done hit a bunch of people back on Twitter. Ice Cube's son said, this is out of pocket. And then he said, what Facts. You say what he said back?
You see your daddy made no Vaseline?
He said your daddy made no Vaseline. I was like, ooh.
Which, okay. See, that's a banter. There's nothing wrong with him saying that.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, can't fault Andrew. I don't see.
What do you think about the South Park stuff, though?
What do you mean?
They tied it all back into South Park, they said, because Kendrick apparently has a South Park, like, he's doing something with South Park, which is wild.
Okay. All right.
And he was like, why can those white comedians talk bad about them? And that's not law. You're going to go on their show, but they talk bad about, bro, I ain't gonna lie. South Park got some bad ones. The one black kid named Token. I don't know if you saw the Lizzo episode, but no, you're not coming back for the Lizzo episode.
So I'm going to tell you.
That's horrible shit, bro.
So why is that not law? So, I mean, that's kind of how that was.
I don't know. I quit watching. It was certain things that made me stop watching that show like a long time ago. So I haven't kept up with it. So I don't know anything about that.
But if these are two white comedians that make this show and they have throughout the years it was definitely not an issue to go at black women. Why is it now a law for other white comedians to say things? And Andrew said the joke's not really all like
I'm not even sure what joke it was.
First it was talking about a white guy getting haircuts and depending on I think the skin color of his girl and the reactions. And I think the reaction was, I think he said something about I'll slap it was something about he slap her or something, but like it's just a joke. But I mean,
let me take it off of them real quick. And hopefully I can explain to the listeners and to you guys where certain black men are coming from when it comes to talking about black women. Black women feel unprotected by black men. Mm-hmm. Because they feel unprotected, there are some black men, including me, who want to protect them, right? Any woman in your community really should be placed in high regard and looked at as, the keeper and the bearer of, your legacy. Mm-hmm. She is the portal through which your legacy will live. And so because black women feel unprotected, it's incumbent upon black men. It's our duty to make them feel protected. It doesn't mean go out and slap people, but it just means just protect their name, protect their worth, protect their value, show them as integrable members of your community. What Andrew is saying is, you motherfuckers ain't got no integrity no way. Y'all have been calling on bitches and hoes and fucking, and that's all. There's an awakening. Your music is waking a lot up inside of me, right? There's an awakening happening where we're going, it's not acceptable to call women bitches, specifically black women. It's not acceptable to treat them like trash because they are not trash. Right. We do look at them as, how black people say black queen, and you should look at them like that. And so whenever somebody white is talking about a black woman, it's just now becoming to a point where somebody's saying, hey, protect our women. That's not a slap the shit out of Andrew Schulz moment. If Andrew took it personally, hit him back with a joke and say, I respect. This is what people refuse to do. I respect black women. I don't respect how y'all fucking over them. Because see, I like to just fuck them. Do something where it's fun. But no. To dog but that man.
Why not? Why is it him, not them? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
He didn't call anybody's name.
Yeah. But why would you say protect black women, that's law, and then go do something with it? Because that's Andrew's point. This is not my argument. I'm just seeing your response to what he said, right?
Yeah.
And the show's called Addicted to Argument. So I gotta.
No, I feel you. But when you ask these questions, I want people to know I like to hear them.
Yeah.
And hopefully I'm shedding light is what I'm hoping I'm doing.
Right.
I don't want to tear people further apart.
Right.
I do want it to where you can at least understand.
Yeah, because I'm saying in the future, Kendrick has plans to team up with SouthParks. SouthPark has a past of bringing up negative stuff towards black ladies. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
how does that make sense for him to say that and then go do that?
So sometimes because they do have that past, sometimes you don't know what their plan is, right? Their plan might be for Kendrick, and I'm saying this, and I hope it doesn't get us.
I think I'm following you, and I don't think there's no way that that's their plan.
but because they want somebody like Kendrick, they're gonna get their jokes in. But in the end, Kendrick has to look victorious.
Oh no, they did Kanye bad.
Kanye let him do that shit too. Kanye
Gay Fish was iconic.
Oh man. Hey, but guess what? Somebody like Kendrick, he's calculated in the shit he does.
Yeah, surely he's
Kanye was under that Kardashian spell where it was like all publicity is good publicity.
Which is
Kendrick ain't like that.
Yeah.
So I would wait to see what does happen because again, I don't know the South Park shit and the way Chief's saying, the Chief's like it was bad. I don't know.
Oh no, South Park's been consistently.
They had an episode where they had an old Asian. They had an old Asian Chinese man and an Asian.
Oh, that's
Japanese
my favorite episode of South Park. It's so offensive. It's crazy.
Both
that's just like a dark
of them
humor
run out
economy,
talking to each other. All this is voiced by one white
guy.
man.
One guy. Oh, dude, I can show you the video. That is my favorite one.
It went viral. The video
sneaky.
of them making it in the studio went viral because it's just so fucked. Like
He said kind of sneaky like a Pearl Harbor. Oh my God.
I'm showing him.
Yeah, you have to show him.
Okay, there's offensive comedy that can be funny. Can you be funny with your offensiveness?
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you.
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you how offensive I get. Show you how offensive on stage I get. I'll stand up and I'll look in the crowd, and if it's black and white, I love it when it's black and white. I'll go, man, damn, black people. I knew we were gonna be here. I knew we were gonna have company. Look at the white people, and I'll go, oh, you know you company, right?
Yeah.
And then I'll go, listen, the fact that y'all are here means that we actually get along. So see, I said, and we're better than what the world makes us look. So now I got everybody on my side, like, all right.
Flip it on them, huh?
Oh, brother, listen here. I'm going to keep flipping your ass back and forth the whole time. I'll then go into, white people, listen, we just got to learn each other. I think if you learn something about me, I'll learn something about you. I think we'll be a lot better off. What do you think? And they go, yeah. I said, okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to tell you something about me. You tell me something about y'all. And these black people not going to like this shit I got to say because I'm going to tell you the truth. But you tell me the truth too. And I'll say, these black people in here are racist. So now I'm fucking the black people in the beginning. But they laughing. The white people are kind of like, what do you mean? And I go every morning on their way to work. They always be like, man, I sure don't feel like dealing with these white people today. This is what black people say. Typically, the whole room will laugh. And black people like, we do say that shit. And then I'll look at a white person and go, so what do you say? I flipped, then I flopped back over here.
Right.
And they go, oh, we say the same thing. No, you don't, motherfucker. I said, come on, tell the truth. Don't you be going down the highway going, if that nigga shows up like one more time and I act like I'm shaking their hand, and typically the white person will get up and shake my hand, I'll go, motherfucker, they'll feel embarrassed. Their white friends are laughing. The whole crowd is laughing. It's the back and forth banter and the flipping it on people. We just got to learn each other. Like white people, would y'all stop listening to Fox News? They'll have y'all thinking black people care about shit we don't care nothing about. Like when the white woman, Paula Deen, said nigga. They had y'all thinking we was mad about that. Let me tell you some company. Did none of these niggas know who Paula Deen was? We didn't know this bitch had no pots, no pans. And you want to make us upset? Tell us somebody like Jimmy Dean said, nigga, bitch, you ain't gonna put no nigga on my sausage and biscuit. And it begins to be like I'm playing with the race card, but I'm going back and forth. Now I'll talk about white people at work and I'll say, this is how they are. And then I'll go, but it's all right to be racist because I am too. I'm racist against my own people. Against black people, I'm definitely racist. At work, around the holidays, when it come time for Secret Santa, I'm going to need one of you white people to get my name. I do not want this nigga to get my name. Therein lies the flip. And I'm using the N-word so loosely right now. Y'all know I never use it on the show. And I'm doing that to show you like how you can be where it's like, I fucked with you, I'm fucking with them. Because I'll say, white people, they're going to do right by you. They're going to get you a good gift like, fuck the $10 limit, get it. This nigga going to wake up and realize the morning of, he my goddamn Secret Santa, going to stop by CVS. Let me get a bag of peanut M&Ms. Like, dog, no. You can hit both.
Right.
Some people are just hitting one person. That doesn't feel good to be a punching bag.
Yeah.
Make everybody feel that shit. And then and I'm teaching y'all how to do comedy, all while we're talking about Andrew Schulz and where he fucked up at. I then make myself the racist. So I'd put it off on somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's back on me. I'm racist too. And I say it proudly. That way everybody feels comfortable. Not racist. But I don't want you to think that I'm sending you home going, fuck you. Because I'm not sending you home like that. There's a way you can make people feel good about it.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
One thing he said was everybody gets these jokes. So, I mean, he tried, but yeah,
everybody can't get the jokes, but there's a way to do it.
Yeah. Listen to this shit. This shit is awesome.
We're going to learn about the diversity of Asian people. Okay, please welcome Mr. Liu Kim and Mr. Junichi Nakayama.
Put it by the microphone. That way we can try to.
Nihama, SouthParks Elementary! Konnichiwa! How are y'all feeling? Yeah, boy! Did you know that China and Japan are actually a different countries? Oh, really? Trey's gonna push it. He's gonna push it over the top. And if you pull back visually or pull back on your assignment, he won't get what he wants. Dude, you work at South Park. You better figure out what's funny about that and be able to execute it. Kill.
Amen.
Asian diversity logo? I try to give it to the people who'd be most offended by it because they understand it better.
Oftentimes it's more the storyboards that are more offensive, I think, because they just...
He's got
these
is
Chinese...
this a girl or a guy? He's got the Fu Manchu, but the Asian dude?
I think most people know what they're getting into when they're working here. Everyone's a target in this building.
You can't even pronounce Aoyitawo!
How do you know you're not just feeding a stereotype?
We are. We do. I'd be hypocritical to say, well, we've done it, and it's
He's
like,
honest.
especially
Yeah, they are.
and it's like
They've been uncancelable.
we're just doing the thing. I'm like, okay, all the laughs just come from him being a stereotype.
Yes, that's
he's a
horrible.
stereotype, but the story is about this.
Townspeople are officially naming this whole Chinatown area Little Tokyo. What the fuck?
I think that there's actually possibly some
Chinese people are naming it Little Tokyo.
Just terrible.
It's Japanese motherfuckers. Oh my God.
So, I ain't gonna lie. It's one of my favorite episodes ever. South Park.
That's
So
terrible.
basically, I think it's the Japanese guy. No, it's a Chinese guy. Turns out to have like this crisis.
Yeah.
And he turns out to be, I think it may not be that exact episode. It's the next time they bring him back. And he turns out to be the therapist so like there's a side plot going on where this kid, Butters, is having to go to a therapist.
Okay.
And so it turns out that the Chinese guy is actually a white dude therapist. And he's the Chinese guy that runs City Walk. And he's my shitty chicken and all that shit. It's ridiculous.
I'm going to say this. There's nothing wrong with offending people.
Right.
Right. I think you should be offensive at times. I've been offensive. Right. But when it comes to the detriment of a group and you're offending more than you're teaching, I think you do yourself a disservice. And I really believe Andrew is doing himself a fucking disservice right now.
It'll be interesting to see how it plays out.
Andrew could stand to, you think black women are going, we love Andrew. Or you think they're going, we love Kendrick for standing up for us. Don't make them choose sides.
Right, yeah.
You're making them choose sides. This guy's saying, I want to protect you. And this guy's going, fuck you. Won't you tell Tyrone to protect you? Basically what Andrew was saying.
Yeah.
He should have just came out and said, tell Tyrone and Jermaine to protect you. Ain't it fucked up? Yeah. It's making y'all laugh. Because Tyrone ain't did dynamite Tyrone. Like, he might as well come out and do all that shit.
Yeah.
Give me 5 on the black hand side, brother.
Do you think that's worse than Asian Diversity Day at the middle school on South Park?
No, I don't. The Asian diversity, that's horrible. That's terrible.
It's horrible.
It's terrible, but you know they are teaching that for the most part, a lot of white people don't know the fucking difference
between Chinese and Japanese.
Okay. All right. So,
which is also
there probably is a little lesson.
All right.
There.
So there is a lesson in that. All right. White people, y'all ain't wrong. So I go out with Jimmy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jimmy,
I was with Jimmy this weekend. And Jimmy, they're Asian. Okay.
What'd you say? Are they Korean or?
Nah. So I know the difference in Korea and Asia. I definitely know the difference in Korea and Asia. If they were standing next to each other, I'm not sure I could tell the difference though.
Okay.
But these people were, I'm being dead ass honest. I don't know. And so, all right, so, because I actually asked this question, just like how you asked me questions, I had to ask them. I go, dude, I just thought it was all Asian. And one guy was, motherfucker,
I thought you take all. Well, I know they're different, but I thought when you call all, I guess.
What he's saying is Japanese and Korea, Japan and Korea,
China, all that shit. But they're all. But I thought they all get classified under Asian because aren't they technically in the country of Asia?
In the continent.
Yeah, the continent of Asia. My fault, dumbass.
No, it's all right. But I said that because.
Yeah.
Yo,
it's a big ass country. Yeah,
one big ass country. I'm not sure if that's the whole continent. Like, and I'm wondering about Korea. I'm not really sure what continent Korea's on, but I would assume
Korea touches China, right? It's off to the side.
I would assume it is Asia. You know what I'm saying?
It is. It's the Asian continent. To the side of
and then Japan.
But dog, if somebody was Taiwanese and somebody was Cantonese, would you know the difference?
No.
I would not either.
Excuse my language, but hell no.
And I said that to say this.
Hell no.
If somebody was Nigerian and somebody was from the Congo, would you know the difference? I wouldn't know the difference. Those are different black people from the, you know what I'm saying? I don't know the difference. I don't know the difference in a Guatemalan and a Cuban either.
Yeah, I get confused with like
Dominican,
Swiss, Norway, and all that.
Okay,
like,
so that's not, again, that ain't racist. That's just, motherfucker, I don't know the difference. When you like, yo, I'm black. I know the difference in Jamaican and, you know what I mean, African. I can tell the difference there. But you give me all them Caribbean islands, I don't know the difference in all that shit.
Right.
I think the Dominican Republic is the same place as Jamaica. I don't know that, and I know I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But I don't know the difference. I was asking Jimmy them that shit this weekend.
Yeah.
I definitely asked. I was like, so how do y'all know the difference in, because I'm looking at 4 Asian people and I'm going, I thought y'all were all the same. I'm not trying to be funny, but I don't fucking know.
So that brings me to my other question that I was actually wanting to ask tonight. It's funny how this kind of fell in.
All right.
I've heard, I think 2 or 3 black comedians discuss that there's like an underground ongoing beef with black and Asians.
I've heard of that.
Have you heard that?
I'm glad you said something because I was going to say, have y'all heard about the floating island of garbage? No, playing.
This motherfucker, Puerto Rico, this motherfucker here. Do you not know what he's talking about?
Oh,
the Tony Hicks clip.
That's what Tony Time said. Yeah, the floating island of garbage is doing here.
Yeah, I've heard. And somebody,
so there's a black and Asian beef.
I've heard it.
I've heard
I have to show y'all a song.
I've heard at least 2 black comedians mention it, like in a joke. And so I was like, okay, well, this is the second time I've heard this.
You know where it comes from?
I was told, I asked another black friend, what they told me is they said, man, it's got to come from the gas stations.
No, it doesn't.
Somebody said it's got to come from the gas station.
It's very popular where it comes from. Extremely popular. Asian people will set up little Chinatowns all over, right? Yes, they do own gas stations, stuff like that. But this beef, my understanding, I can date it for you. It's very specific. You guys probably weren't even born yet. You remember the riots in L.A. because of the Rodney King beating?
That was late 90s, wasn't it?
Early 90s.
Early 90s?
Early
94.
Okay.
So
yeah, I was 97.
Okay, so you guys weren't born. All right, so y'all know Rodney King was speeding. They beat his ass, got it on camera. The officers basically acquitted, whatever. What happened right before that, which caused the riots to be what they were, black people have been knowing this shit. There was a black girl who went into a Asian market, and the Asians behind the counter shot and killed her.
Damn.
Like, the beef is based upon how they come into our neighborhoods, from what I know, come into our neighborhoods, make money off of our people, but then treat us like shit. That's where that beef came from. And when they killed that girl, it really sparked a big beef. That's part of why the riots were happening. Again, you guys weren't born. I'm young and I'm seeing all this shit, but that's where a lot of it comes from. That it just spread from there. If it was there before then, I don't know anything about it, but I know that they would come into the neighborhoods. I ain't never had nothing against we don't have no Asians around here, so why would I grow up hating Asians?
I got these two or three cool ass Asians that play basketball with us. They come in smelling like gas. They got crazy haircuts. He's like the coolest Asians.
The most thing I knew about Asians in Texarkana was Thomas Bowie and Sons.
Are they Asian?
I feel like they are.
They are.
They're Vietnamese.
That's a white dude.
The Vietnamese. No, Thomas Bowie is definitely not white.
Are you sure?
Guaranteed he's not white.
No, they're Asians.
I know.
I know the.
I thought they had.
I know one of the young ones.
No, so look, I had a win.
Young ones.
Yeah. I went to school with the Bowie.
Exactly. And then the wins, Nguyen, the wins were like it was a couple. So that's where the hate comes from, man, or the beef came from. Them killing that little black girl like that. I mean, it was damn near like an execution.
Damn, that's crazy.
Oh, it was. And I don't think they were ever charged or anything. A lot of black people problem in this country come from, okay, when we do something, we get charged. Not just charged. Motherfucker, we go to jail for the shit. When other people do shit, if they do get charged, they usually get off. It's not that they hate police officers or black people. We need the police. If something happened to me tonight, I want to call the police. But when they get there, I don't want them to think that I am the criminal. Motherfucker,
I called you.
That would be a problem.
I am Derrick from said phone call.
Right. It was me. Put your hands on your head. But I just wanted to tell you about something. Turn around. Show me your nuts. Why would I have to only have one? Show them to me. It becomes a problem when that motherfucker who just did me like that receives no reprimand.
Yeah.
And I just think that's a big part of the beef. If people were held accountable for, take your kids. You got 2 kids, right? Start treating one of them much better than you treat the other one.
Oh, too late. No, I'm playing.
The one that you treat
the
worst, the one that you treat the worst will hate the other one.
Yeah.
Just try. Hey, anybody can try that at home.
Yeah.
The one that you treat the best will think that everything you do is right. No, Dad did. He would never do that. They can't see it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But your other child, like, fuck you and him. That's black people in America. Yeah, look here. I've seen how you treated this motherfucker. Why you can't treat me like that?
Yeah.
Oh, you're different. No, we ain't no different. And there's no difference in your kids, right? That's how people be feeling. And motherfuckers don't know how to explain it. So they start acting out. You treat both of your kids differently. That child won't know how to explain it. But when they start stealing shit, they start fucking at an earlier age, and this kid is getting great grades, and this one is not. Same household, just treat it different. We're in the same country, just treat it different. So when certain motherfuckers start, it'll either drive somebody or drive them crazy. I've used a lot of my shit to be driven. Some other people just ain't like that, and I can't blame them. Right. That's why I actually understand them. Because I've been on this side. So a lot of people will go, well, LeBron James doesn't know anything about being in poverty. He grew up that way. That's what the fuck he know. Yeah. That's all he do.
Did you see Candace Owens and what's his name from Wild Now? What's his name? Nick Cannon.
They had
Nick
listens.
Yeah, they had a deal together the other day, and Candace was like, "LeBron's a billionaire. He don't know what it is." Do you think over time though that it can?
I think your lifestyle can change, but I don't think you forget like why the fuck you're there.
Right.
That's right.
Like because I go back around just certain friends that still live a certain way that I lived at one time.
Yeah.
And all I can think the whole time is I'm not judging them because like you said, I've been in the exact same place, mind state, the exact same fucking couch looking at no TV. Like I've been there, but I also can only sit here and think about why the fuck I'm never going to be there again.
I never want to go back to that place. But I ain't judging them for being in that place.
No, never. You can't.
And you understand sometimes why they make the decisions they make, don't you?
Yeah. And I'm just like, hey, you're stuck in the same cycle. You're in the same mind state that I couldn't get the fuck out of for a long time. This is how I did.
You try to tell them.
And I won't even push it on somebody if they want to ask me, you
want to help them.
Yeah, they got to figure that shit out.
And don't be looking at me like, oh, bro, you got money, bro. You got money. I'm like,
let me hold
nah, bro, I got what the fuck. I got what the fuck I need. And
hey, dog, that's why I can, LeBron being a billionaire, whatever he is.
Look, he's a billionaire now with a B.
Look at this. Look at this.
Yeah, he's a billionaire.
I want you to look at something. Whether they're guilty or not is not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about guilt or innocence. Name me three. I can name 5 black male billionaires. Can y'all name them? They're simple to name.
One is...
Wait, you said black billionaires? LeBron?
Okay.
Jay-Z?
Okay.
I want to say maybe Kanye's back in the
background. Those are 3 that I wanted you to say.
Oprah.
Okay. Give me the black men. Just the
black men.
Okay. There's the African king that he's like one of the richer men in the whole world. I forget his name.
Yeah, I'm talking about just entertainers wise.
Are you talking about in America?
No.
It would be easy to name.
Tiger got close. Huh?
Tiger Woods? Is he billionaire?
Puff Daddy billionaire, right?
Unless his assets are froze.
Master P.
Right, but I'm saying
Master P got pretty close.
I want you to look at something. I want you to look at what happens when black men get too much money. Certain ones. Jordan can't ever speak out about nothing. So
we forgot about Jordan. Jordan is a billionaire.
Yeah. They're not going to say anything to Jordan because he don't speak out about shit, right? Just shut the fuck up and keep your money. Now, what's this guy's name that you were talking about in your rap song? Who?
Elon.
You can talk about Elon. Elon can say whatever he want to say. Ain't nobody got nothing to say to Elon. Kanye starts to speak out. What do? They strip him.
He's crazy.
They deem him as crazy.
Well, I think half the country hates Elon right now.
Yeah, but I'm trying to show you something.
Yeah.
Kanye crazy. Take his billionaire status from him. Puff Daddy. He starts to speak out about the liquor industry. Billionaire. Lock his ass up.
But he was at fault. He got. Bro, I'm too deep in there.
I want you to hear me out. But
you're talking about the timing, of why they were like, "Hey, this is time to fly."
It's not even that.
I don't know. I'm deep down the Diddy trail. Yeah, but it's rough.
But it's not even that. He's speaking out. I ain't talking about guilt or innocence.
Yeah,
I'm not talking about guilt or innocence. He probably deserves everything he's getting, but I ain't talking about that.
Right. I get what you're saying.
Kanye, Diddy, they're trying to take Jay-Z down now too.
Yeah, because they've tied him.
I've seen that very recently.
Yeah.
When you are a black man and you get a certain amount of wealth, they want you to shut up. These guys talk too much. I need you to hear me.
Yeah,
Jordan, they ain't saying nothing to Michael Jordan because he doesn't say anything. Listen.
But I mean, if you compare Diddy and Jordan may not have a sex trafficking ring.
He might. I don't
I think that makes it different though.
But Diddy set his daddy up to get killed because of his gambling debts.
Yeah, that is rough.
Okay, so I'm not talking about guilt or innocence.
Right, yeah.
When you look at black billionaires that are Oprah don't really do no talking. She might say something about, but Oprah may say something about the election, but that's it. She'll just tell you her political affiliation.
She also shakes everybody's hand.
She does.
You know?
She does. Man, listen.
Look under y'all seats, guys.
You got something for us? You get a car.
You get a car.
Hey, Doc, it's just there's an attack, man. It just and a lot of times other people can't see it because they're worried about, well, it's right for him to be in jail. I don't give a fuck about that. So I'm talking about the attack on him.
Are you more so saying like, okay, so there was always some news about P. Diddy, but it was whenever he spoke out that news.
That's what I think. It's a timing thing. I think because I was reading about Ciroc, they switch hands really fast after Diddy went down. But at the same time, the most heinous thing you can do in this whole entire universe is anything sexually involving minors. And you can't come back from that. I don't give a damn what race, color, creed, none of that shit. To me, that's the lowest of the low. That's as bad as it gets.
Let me help you with something else.
You think that's what happened with Michael?
America's dad. Listen.
Now, I think that man is bullshit.
Hey, look. Michael Jackson, Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
Name me one white person where you've seen them go down like these black men do.
You don't think R. Kelly peed on that lady?
I don't. Fuck P.
I'm just playing.
Hey, look. Hey, listen. Faison got a great joke about R. Kelly where he says, they say R. Kelly's illiterate, but he let the women go to the mall. He goes, you don't think that was a good time to write a note? Your kidnapper let you go to the mall. See, when you start, Michael Jackson owned the Beatles catalog.
Yeah.
He owned half of Sony. You own too much shit, dog.
So did Prince. Prince owned all of his own records that his name was on, and that was more money than fucking
the labels that make off of them. Yeah,
that's more money than the labels are worth. Like
I think I think these labels kill rappers too, especially now because they'll make so much money off people. Yeah. The first thing we do when somebody dies is we go listen to them.
Bro, just think that's what happens with a lot of street rappers.
A little conspiratorial over there, Mr. King.
Nah, I'm just telling you. I'm telling you, Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
They digging up women who died in 52 that he fucked.
No.
Did he fuck you? No. Bill Cosby tried to buy NBC. You cannot make certain moves when you are a black man. It is, or we're going to. Bill Cosby talked about it on Larry King about using Spanish fly. This is what men back then did. Larry King. Did they try to get Larry? No. Put Bill old ass in jail. Bill ain't doing shit, but he tried to buy NBC. He did. The one black billionaire who did get around it, Byron Allen, he bought the Weather Channel. Nobody thought about buying the Weather Channel. So he was quiet with his. He lost a lot of money, but he's now a billionaire because the Weather Channel is on 24 hours a day. People going to advertise on it.
Yeah.
And motherfuckers going to watch it no matter where you at. You watching the Weather Channel.
Yeah.
You check the weather all the goddamn time. He owns that shit. So all I'm saying is, man, it ain't really a conspiracy. I'm not saying whether they're right or wrong, but I do know that a black child is not more inherently bad or worse than a white child when they're born. Sure. Just kids. Black billionaires ain't no worse than white billionaires.
That's probably true.
There's blood on everybody's hands. Mm-hmm. I'm not absolving them of any wrongdoings. They ain't the only ones. And there are more white billionaires than there are black. But the black ones are the ones being taken down. There has to be something to that. I'm not saying, I ain't telling you that they didn't do anything. They probably did.
Yeah.
Diddy probably did all that shit. But who did he sell them kids to?
People that aren't going to get listed.
Celebrities, I imagine. I mean, from the stories, the people that he needed leverage on.
Where's the tapes, bro? From the fucking...
You talking about the Liz?
The dude who killed himself in jail?
Epstein.
Epstein.
I can tell you all about that shit too. Balls deep in
Where's all the names?
Well, that's the thing. Like they did take down Epstein, but then they couldn't let it go through, so they just killed him.
Right. That's why I believe Puffy's gonna die.
He might.
When Epstein died, all the other shit died off with it.
Unless they release the stuff.
Epstein Island. There's a whole island where they was doing shit.
Yeah.
But can you lock up Barack Obama too?
Yeah, and you're not going to tell me that they weren't, like, the whole thing about Diddy was at every party in every room, there's cameras.
Yeah, it's the same thing with Epstein.
Yeah, so you know they got it. You know that
political like sexual blackmail in politics is one of the best methods to come at that. And not even politics,
and they're not going to give them up to the public.
Because you can't, that's something that you can't come back from. Regardless of...
What can't you come back from?
And think of how influential
sex trafficking or being involved with a minor. That's something.
Think of how influential
like
the people are that they still have, that their names haven't came out.
Oh yeah,
sounds good that you can't come back from being with a minor. Sounds good. Why haven't they canceled Elvis?
Well, maybe because he's already done.
There's like a lot of rock. There's a lot of rock bands, a lot of musicians in general that were like carrying 14-year-olds on the tour
What
bus.
percentage of celebrities is involved in this shit?
All I'm saying is, I want you to think about all these white dudes that have Woody Allen. Why they ain't cancel Woody Allen in?
Who was it?
You canceled the black men.
The Rolling Stones got accused of it.
Dog, why nothing happens? That's all I'm saying. There are consequences for black people and none for other people.
Well, when the latest,
and there should be when they're wrong.
Like the latest swing of cancellations, like as cancellations got more popular again from 2000, I would say like I believe somewhere around 2014-ish is when canceling became cool. Back again to canceling, those were a majority like white people getting canceled in that swing of things.
Dog, listen, we elected a man who said, you just walk up to him and grab him by the pussy. We elected.
That was so low.
Hey, dog, we elected a man who we heard say, I can, and they won't do anything. I just kiss him.
I just feel like that
we heard him
on
say that
tape,
shit.
but I feel like all these politicians have these moments. We just don't have them on tape.
I don't give a shit that it's not on tape. We have it on tape.
I do. I care that they probably are just as bad. I think that does matter to me.
Yo, listen, just because a teacher didn't get caught fucking a kid.
It's still bad.
Yo, he's still at the school right now.
Yeah.
She's still at the school right now. They just ain't been caught yet. Yeah. And they may never get caught. They may have been smart enough to stop. What I'm saying is, we know that he did. I don't give a fuck if the rest of them did it. I actually do care, but I didn't hear him. We heard him.
Yeah. He's saying like that'd be like now hiring a teacher that we know did it.
Yeah.
We heard him.
It was a long time ago, but they bring back old stuff on.
So if I fucked the kid.
No, I'm just saying. I'm not.
No matter how long ago it was.
I'm not justifying it. I promise. I'm not. I'm just.
And grab her by the pussy and fucking
saying,
the kid isn't this.
It isn't different. I feel like that is different.
But it's still rapey.
It's not good vibes.
It's very rapey. And we want him to lead the country. I don't give morally, that shouldn't even, he shouldn't even be on the fucking radar. And I'm not shitting on Trump. This is not a shit on Trump moment. Yeah. All I'm talking about, I promise you, all I'm talking about is whenever somebody white gets 39 felonies, they're
32.
12. Joe. 12. When they get found.
I can't give him the extra 7.
That's fine. No. Give him 5 felonies. You get found guilty, but yet you still get a chance to hold the highest position in the land when another black dude, all he can get on is a construction job using a jackhammer. Because I can't let him work at the bank. This motherfucker is over the free world. All I'm saying is the disparity is different. We heard him say some obscene shit. They found him guilty of some other shit. But yet it's
some paperwork.
Hey, bro. But guess what? It's over fucking looked. I'm not saying he right or it, but dog.
Let's set our children free. Let's do that shit. Let's start pardoning shit while we're at it. As far as judging presidents, which I don't blame him for pardoning his son.
No, but nobody.
Do you know how long he pardoned his son? Do you know the window of how long he pardoned?
Are we talking about Biden or Trump here?
Biden this time.
Okay. Oh yeah,
11 years. That don't seem fishy. He pardoned his son for an 11-year window. Your son was fucking up for 11 years, and a lot of that shit has to do with Ukraine. A lot of that shit could come back on Biden.
I want you to hear something. All of this wrong.
Political.
I think it's not political. I'm just saying all of them are bad.
But listen,
we caught him. He never dreamed he'd be the president. He never dreamed to be a politician. Probably why he said some crazy shit and got recorded eventually.
This is when he was getting ready to be one.
These people were. How old is that? How old is the quote? I'd like to see that.
It's not about him. It ain't about Trump.
Right. No, I get your point though. You're saying I get the grand scheme point. I'm with you.
Even with him, so is what Joe Biden did wrong? Pardoning his son.
I think that, well, first of all, they lied about it for 8 months.
But I'm just asking, is it wrong?
They kept asking.
I didn't think that would. I wouldn't even think that that'd be legal to pardon your son like that.
But
I think it should be legal. But yo, if Trump had a son who was fucked off,
yeah, he would.
I would expect. Listen, dog,
he would do it.
I would not expect for. I wouldn't expect unless your child committed murder. I wouldn't expect you to leave your baby in prison.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm with you.
I would 100% protect now.
But I think that's why
would you lie about it for 8 months, and then right as you get out, that's when you would do it? You would say, all right, now that I'm finna get out and y'all can't say shit else to me. All right, now he's pardoned for 11 years.
I think maybe there should be a system to where like it should be illegal because it's a conflict of interest. Like obviously you're not going to look at the whole fucking why is your son need to be pardoned.
The problem is when you start digging into
like maybe let that go to majority.
It gets tied into their family and how their family makes more money off of other shit that ain't the presidency.
Don't go in the hole. What I'm saying is, would you do it for your child?
100%.
I don't get that.
But it just proves that but even if they lie, like him lying, I think was a bad move.
I don't give a fuck if he lied. Would you do it for your son?
But I mean, they've proven that they'll lie to us.
Who cares? Would you do it for your son?
I would do it for my son.
Then stop. Don't even go to the.
But if somebody caught me on tape, now I wouldn't say grab him by the pussy, but if somebody caught me on tape saying some wild shit with my boys, like on some bullshit, like I don't say that. You know what I'm saying? But I've said some completely out of pocket shit before.
But you ain't running shit.
But what if but look, I'm 30.
He's the leader.
If I get my life together throughout the years and one day I decide to run for president, if you go back and you have some recording of me and my boys shooting the shit, bullshitting, talking like completely out of shit, does that
Trump
disqualify
wasn't 17
me?
when he said that shit. That motherfucker was a year before he ran for president. When he said the shit. He said it on the bus. The motherfucker got off the bus. I don't listen.
Can we look that up? Because I'm
you
curious.
Can look it up.
I want to know because the older he is, it is a little bit worse.
But it's not about that.
When did Trump say
right by the pussy?
Yeah.
Grab her right by the pussy, he said. What? Why would you even say that, bro?
I know that is. No, look, please, if y'all listen, I'm not condoning this shit.
No,
don't say that shit.
But I just want.
I am curious.
But just stay right here.
But I get your whole point. I promise I get you.
Now, Biden is wrong for pardoning his son. People are saying that. But if you have a child, you're doing the same thing.
Yeah.
The clip from 2005.
But I think that's why they should. I think that's why they should change.
This motherfucker was grown.
I know, but that's 20 years ago. And he's
damn near 80, so he was 60 at the time. He was an adult. He knew what he was doing. Right or wrong.
Right, I understand.
This motherfucker was wrong. So here's what I'm saying. Do two wrongs make a right?
No. 4 less make a racetrack, though.
They might. But do two wrongs make a right?
No.
Listen, some shit I don't even want to go into, but I don't even give a fuck about none of that. Two wrongs don't make a right. Listen, Biden waited till he got out of office.
Yeah. I just don't think, in 2005, he wasn't even dreaming of being a president, though.
Nah, I ain't even on that shit no more.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I ain't on that shit no more.
See, none of the stuff came out about Biden until, after.
Oh, no, people been knowing that
he wouldn't get reelected
Ukraine.
Again.
Some of that shit is... Why is his son like a higher up in Ukraine making millions of dollars and we're sending them millions of dollars?
He's doing it at the end of his term. His son spent some time in jail, though. And at the end of his term, he's like, look, I'm going to get my son out.
But we send them hundreds of millions of dollars to Ukraine and his son has business ties in Ukraine.
I want you to follow me. Just follow me.
Drop the buy shit.
Because when you're going into it, you talking about all the other shit, you would do it for your child.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
He waited till he got out. Day one when Trump get in that motherfucker. Listen, you know how serious this country takes treason? Or how serious they said they take it?
Yeah.
The insurrection that happened on January the 6th, Trump is like, day one, I'm going to get those people out. On day one, these people wanted to overturn an election. They wanted to overtake. I want to kill Nancy Pelosi. He's going to pardon them.
She turned down the National Guard that's supposed to be at the White. Why they did? Why did they
give a shit what she did? Yo, listen. If a little girl, if a 15-year-old girl walked through here butt ass naked and said, "Come here, daddy," and I decided to go back there and fuck her,
Yeah.
Fuck what she did. I'm wrong. Listen, y'all saw her naked now. Now come on now. Chief, she was naked. Chief, you seen the titties on that little girl.
We clipping that. No, we're finished. No, I'm playing.
But I'm saying, if that happens,
right?
Yeah.
Am I right or wrong? I don't care what she did.
Wrong.
I don't care what
wrong. They shouldn't have went in there. They shouldn't have went in there.
That's what I'm trying to get you to see.
But I think
I'm wrong.
They could have prevented it in ways.
She could have put some clothes on.
Yeah.
Little bitch, you knew I was horny. Why ain't you putting the clothes? What I'm saying, dog, I don't care if they did something to make me do it. I'm wrong.
I didn't mean that to be that loud.
Yeah, that was crazy.
My bad.
I'm wrong. Okay. Dog, I'm wrong. Whether they made me do it or not, I'm wrong. So so look, law is a man takes my daughter's virginity when she's 12 and he's 42.
Mm-hmm.
He takes her virginity.
He has to die.
I know, right?
He don't make it to prison.
No.
But do you get locked up for it? They know that you killed him. Do you get locked up for it?
Not the way I did it.
Hey, you remember the movie Law Abiding Citizen? You remember the movie Law Abiding Citizen?
Yeah.
Y'all ever seen it?
That's how I'm going, bro. That's my favorite movie.
Exactly.
So,
hey, listen, even though he was wrong, you understood why he did it, though.
Right. Yeah, you go. Everybody's gonna get it. There's gonna be signs.
No doubt. Yeah. No.
And I'm only getting caught because I want to get caught.
But no
so I can keep showing y'all that y'all wrong.
Yeah.
2 wrongs don't make it right. You still gotta follow. Listen, just because he did it doesn't mean you go and go, well, up one. We will all be blind if it's an eye for an eye. You can't live that way.
Yeah.
It cannot. And all I'm saying is, he might be wrong, but that doesn't give him the right to go, well, he was wrong, I'm wrong. We're even now. You will never get even. Nobody will ever get even. Everybody should do the right thing. I'm pardoning my son, no matter what his crime is. It's my baby. I'm not going to leave office and leave my baby in there. I'm not doing it.
Right.
That's a human thing.
Mm-hmm.
I see people all the time say, Joe should have never done. Okay. What would you do? If you're in that position, what do? You let your child go.
But we can agree that even though that is just something we would do, does that make it right? Because what if
it's not right?
Yeah, because if there is other implications, like ways that can be used, and like I said, man, we all know the government's lying, but it's different when they deliberately do it. Then doesn't that make you feel like, oh shit, like it makes me feel like all of them are bad.
It don't make
Trump,
nobody
Biden, Obama,
but it ain't made nobody feel bad enough about Trump to not elect him. And I don't care that he's elected. Like, I'm finna get my
That's your
money.
whole point, though, right?
It don't make him
That's
feel
your
that
whole
bad.
point is that although we've got all this on him, he's still got reelected.
It doesn't make him feel bad enough to go.
And we can't go question, well, what about everybody else? Because, well, I think if we knew about everybody else,
we would.
And everybody knew about everybody else, surely he wouldn't get elected. But here's Trump getting elected.
Here's why I think this is important. When the country votes, the popular vote goes to somebody. Obviously, some people feel a certain way. If they feel, because this is genuinely how I feel, not how I feel, but this is how I interpret this. I think that people think that government in itself is so flawed and is in such a bad state that people have been lied to, that corporations more than likely run. This is my actual belief, at least right here. I think corporations run a good portion of the government and why shit gets done a certain way. There's like 5 major corporations that call pretty much all the shots. But anyways, why would you appoint Elon Musk to anything if he's one of the guys that owns corporations? Do you see all these jobs that have been appointed by the president, the newly elected president, have gone to white people? Well, not wrong. Yeah, the same job.
You got one Indian guy.
But no, that's not fair though, because you said the one you used for an example, he's literally sharing the job with the Indian guy.
What is it?
Look. They say he's effeminate. They say he's against. Females.
What are y'all referring to?
Look at how many females he's appointed. That doesn't sound very anti-female though.
The job thing. What's this?
So Trump gets to appoint, his people.
He has 2 Indians too.
How many black
Cash
people?
Patel also.
How many black people has he appointed?
Maybe not.
It's not maybe not. I want you to see the plight of all them black people that's voting for Trump. Because there's a lot of them, right?
Yeah.
All them black people that are Republicans that stood up on the Trump, man, listen, representation matters. At the end of the day, you got to know that representation matters, which is one of the reasons why the NFL, even though it's a sham at this point, put in the Rooney Rule.
Bro.
You at least got to interview a black guy. Like, come on now. You can't just make it white. You got to at least interview a black. Yo, all them jobs, and there are no qualified black people. Trump specifically said, they're taking your jobs. The black jobs.
Black jobs.
That's pretty good.
Clearly, the black jobs weren't the ones that he was passing out.
Yeah.
It begins to look. What is it called? Damn, and I know the word I'm looking for. But nepotism.
Yeah.
It begins to look a lot like that. Dog. Represent, and then the one black person that they do use, you know what they over? Urban housing. You know what that stands for? The ghetto.
Yeah. That's Section 8.
The fuck is that? Dog, you can't tell me you can't see that shit. Motherfucker, I'm laying it out plain as day for you. I don't care what Trump did. I don't care none of. But god damn, if Obama got his ass in office and called up Tyrone, Keisha, Tamika, Felicia, Brenda, Tanya, Diane, Felicia, if he did that shit, white people, oh no, you're not. You can't run this place like that. They would have got his black ass out of that sofa. He couldn't have done it.
Yeah.
You telling me? Hey, no. Listen, Trump, when that bitch was like, all right, white. Excuse, black man. Yes? Move out of the way so I can see the white guy. White. He went down the line. And all I'm saying is that we know what the fuck he's done. I don't care that he did it, right? We just know what he's done, and we've overlooked it. But the moment Puffy, we throw that motherfucker in jail. Why? He ain't running the world. Trump was on that Epstein Island. Why we ain't fucking with him?
I don't think they've confirmed he was on the island. I think that they talk to each other, which is not good neither.
I think they need to come on with
They definitely haven't.
But nobody will ever know about that shit. Yeah, unfortunately.
And I hate the fact that I'm feeling anti-Trump or that I'm sounding anti-Trump, because it's not about him. He's the example of white privilege and exacting white privilege is all I'm saying.
No.
I'm not like, I hate the man or let me tear him down. That's not it at all. But I am saying, if this is the guy that you elect and you can find reason to forgive him and or give him a position of power, surely these black guys, do you have to take them down and take their little power that they have? I don't think you do. Or else you would do it to anybody who's been messed up. They still got Graceland open, whether you want to cancel Elvis or not. Graceland is still open. It's a viable place that people go to. They got Elvis stuff all through Las Vegas. Why not cancel him? This guy, wasn't he not a pedophile?
I have no idea.
The TV producer, Woody Allen, why not take all of his TV shows off the air? Was he not a pedophile? There's so many that you can name that are white that nothing. Playboy is still one of the biggest companies to date. Hugh Hefner was 97 knocking down 18-year-olds, and maybe Morley and Carew, but maybe they were 17 or 16. He kept young girls around.
Yeah.
They are still celebrating him.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, dog, if it looked like a duck, it's not an abyss, or whatever that thing is that the Miami Hurricane. It's a fucking duck.
Yeah.
So when you do it that way, man, you just look like you are showing the privilege and not giving a fuck that you've shown it. There's a privilege out there. And I know white people that have their white privilege and they share it with everybody. Share it. And I'll go, it's not a bad guy.
Do you think that privilege may just extend to, what level of power do you have? And, what protections do you have access to? Because I feel like, is there a level that P. Diddy could have been at to where he would have been untouchable?
I guarantee he felt untouchable until he wasn't.
I think he did feel untouchable. Where would have been the untouchable level?
Like whatever the Epstein, like obviously, like we know for a fact the whole Epstein shit. There's probably 100 or more, like
people
guaranteed.
Yeah,
but we're not going to hear from any of them because they're still in positions of power that cannot be affected right now.
Yeah,
based on their terms, like we can't let this out because this would change, this would change, this would change. This many people would lose this much money, and we can't have that.
There's probably government.
I'm assuming that's what they're
involved.
I'm assuming that's what they've done too. So,
and maybe they did that with Diddy up until now. They're like, I think he's making us money right now.
Yeah,
and he's making a lot of money for a lot of people. So maybe we should. And now, boom.
So, do you know why? Like when it started happening for Diddy, when he started talking about, he was getting deep in their pockets with the money, with the liquor,
the Ciroc stuff.
He was going down to Mexico to check on stuff to make sure that they were doing the right thing by him. By if he ordered hummus, was it the right hummus? Was it the same hummus that they were giving to whoever else, Crown Royal or what? I'm just saying somebody. Was it the same? And when it wasn't, he began to speak out and go, "No, this is not right. I paid for this. This is but he's tapping into their pockets, and so he had enough to keep people quiet. It's been rumored since 1995, 96 that he killed Tupac.
Yeah, I've heard that.
They're just now, listen, without putting his ass in jail, they've been trying to figure out who killed Pac lately. They still don't know who killed John Benet Ramsey. Listen, this was on the busiest street in Las Vegas where they killed Pac. And you mean to tell me you don't know who did it? No, it's a cover-up. But now that Puffy getting too big, I think he did do it. I got people that'll come out and say he did it now. There can be a witch hunt that happens to black people that even if let's say they want a witch hunt against Trump, they very well could be. And I don't know if maybe it is.
I feel like it's the same type of deal. Like when people are opposed to you, regardless of why, they go after you. And I think that that's just something that happens to.
Here's the problem.
Yeah.
This is why Black America was so happy when OJ was acquitted. There's a reason why. OJ ain't been black since the Heisman Trophy. He really didn't fool with black people like that. And when I say that, that's all I mean. He really entrenched himself into white culture, the white community, is what he did. Not that black people weren't proud of him, but he definitely kind of got away from black people. When OJ was found not guilty, it was a direct reflection of the police officers being found not guilty, and we watched them beat the shit out of Rodney King. So Black America began to be happy for OJ getting off, even though we all feel like he did it. Because it was the one time that we felt like, his ass is guilty, and the law worked in his favor.
Hell of a running back. Yeah.
Hell of a running back. Hell of a running back. You know what I mean? So do y'all think OJ was guilty?
Hell yeah.
But black people was happy that he got off.
I'd watched several documentaries.
Because it finally happened.
Hell of a running back.
Hell of a running back.
Once it happened to white America, Black America felt like, good, that's what your ass get. Now come on back home, OJ. We got you. And this motherfucker couldn't get out his own way. They was like, God, we let you off. So what I'm saying is, when the witch hunt happened to Diddy, he's in jail. When it happened to Trump, help him take this picture so I can get back home. It's not the same. The concept.
I'm sitting here trying to think of a white witch hunt to be like, well, they did, but I really can't.
No, all the best white witch hunters were like in the 1600s.
Or like
when
fucking
they were burning witches.
Like they really took down and witch hunted a couple white people, but they just weren't powerful white people. They were like,
I don't know. Every
fucked
half
up
of the
people who got caught that didn't have any power. Like Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah.
Like everybody's like, oh my God. Like everybody's like, fuck this dude.
I mean,
every bad thing you can say about him,
these
but
nominees,
for obvious reasons.
Go back to Trump's nominations right now. Like 4 or 5 of them now have got hit with stuff. It's like, I think now it could be Like you're saying.
But are they doing it?
Once you get, like you said, it doesn't matter. It's the fact they're coming after him. But I'm just saying that witch hunts happen anytime something important happens. I feel like
I'm saying, no. I think you misunderstand.
What about Drake? You think Drake's going to be witch hunted? I think Drake's going to be witch hunted at some given point.
He got big. But
I want to make sure you understand what I'm saying.
Stuff on him too.
It's not that, when I'm saying it doesn't matter if they did or they didn't, what I'm saying is when it's somebody black, their ass is going down.
Right.
When it's somebody white, don't worry about it, guy. We'll take care of you.
Well,
it's not right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's not right. And I'm showing you that these people have done this. And that's why Chief is like, I'm really trying to think of somebody white that happened to.
But yeah, I'm over here in my head proving your point. It depends on the level
of witch hunt. Because white people get witch hunted all the time. It's just
not on the same level as these black people.
Okay, we can agree there.
But and that's what I'm saying. When I can show you the examples of Ye, Puffy, Jay-Z, like I'm showing you these people, Jordan will shut up. That he wouldn't even get in it because he know, like, you talk too much, your ass gone. But when I show you these people, all I'm saying is you can't show me nobody white that shit happened to where they've been taken down. Epstein was a scapegoat.
Yeah, for sure. I believe that.
So listen, he ain't the motherfucker you want. Whenever they catch somebody on the highway with dope, they be like, so who's your plug? Because the plug would never do this.
But yeah, he would never be the one driving you.
Mm-hmm.
Listen.
A lot of people think Epstein is CIA backed.
So let me tell you, because he might not be dead. So whenever this guy, the guy on the highway who's getting to work and he's driving back, they try to make a deal with him, don't they?
Yeah, tell us who you got.
Tell us who it was. And what always happens to his ass? Somebody gonna kill him.
Kill him, yeah, first instance.
Because you need to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Epstein, bye, buddy. They had you.
Yeah.
And we don't know if you talked or not. So you gotta go. They made it too easy to make it seem like he just hung himself.
No, he definitely. I 100% my soul believe he didn't kill himself. But
he would have been done that if that was all I'm saying is, dog, the disparity is hella different.
I agree. I'm not disagreeing with the main point you're making. 100%.
Yeah,
I agree.
I 100% agree with you.
I just wish that people, even though you can see it, this is where I want you to be at. Even though you can see it, even though you can agree. How is it that you get people when they're making decisions to make that same decision because we've agreed that this is egregious and it's wrong, but it doesn't matter if it's wrong. We're going to do it anyway. Because what has been done is there's been a comparison of wrong. And I'll just put it on.
So is this pertaining to voting for Trump?
I'm putting it on. Not even voting for Trump, right? Even for voting for Biden.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm using those two are your strong examples where people can see it for what it is. Both are wrong. What people have done is they've judged the level of wrong in each man.
Mm-hmm.
There's a faction that loves Trump that have said Biden ain't shit for what he's done. There's a faction that loves Biden, or really they don't even love Biden. They just hate Trump.
They hate Trump more than that.
They just hate Trump.
That's what most
and they go, he's wrong. What we know, only thing we can prove, and I'm sure we can prove something on Biden.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I'm sure, but I agree with that. He's never been found guilty in a court of law, and it has. All I'm saying is it's been overlooked. I know.
You see him put the baby's foot in his mouth.
It's been overlooked.
Smelling kids, though. We can overlook that.
He's a kid sniffer.
He's a kid sniffer. That's not cool, brother.
Sniffing the shit out of them children.
And man, cool. Trump said if Ivanka wasn't his daughter, he'd fuck her. We can overlook that.
I'm just saying, but I'm telling you, we can go back and forth with this shit.
But again, that's all I'm saying. Like, yo, when you bring that up, that's the only reason I brought that up.
Right.
I'm not saying this motherfucker's better than him.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the fact that we're looking at their wrongs in the first place.
Shit.
And trying to say, oh, who's better? That's the problem.
And what we've done is we've elevated somebody who we got proof against.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I'm not asking you to elevate Biden. I'm not asking you to go, Biden's your king. He ain't mine.
What about the people that say that there's proof towards the fact that he can run the country and that, you know what I'm saying, there was 0 wars during his time? That was cool. We like that. There's proof
That's an aspect that I like about him because people are afraid of him.
He can speak to world leaders that are scary. He just walks in, shakes their hand. You see him with Macron? He walked up to the French ambassador and he shook his hand like on top of his hand. I'm like, fam.
Hey, you want to know why? Because that motherfucker's just like them. You know why they're afraid of him? He's just like them. Gangsters, the top gangsters, only associate with other top gangsters.
Yeah. But
they don't associate with bottom level people.
Well, we can't send somebody over there that ain't a gangster if we're gonna deal with gangsters, can we? I'm explaining the logic of the logic side from it.
I'm with you with logic.
Yeah.
But hear me, I'm with you with logic.
Right.
What did I tell y'all? Yo, I'm afraid of having a woman. I'm afraid of it. I said this. I'm afraid of having a woman because he will go over there and like, yo, Trump is just like, he's a gangster. But that don't mean put the gangster in charge of everybody because a gangster gonna do gangster shit. And are we gangsters? The United States of America has been gangster.
We are, definitely.
But it has never affected white people how gangster America has been. It has always affected others. And America is not just white. It encompasses all of us.
Right.
So
I agree, yeah, for sure.
So then, listen, that gangster shit, who gonna be the last people to get it? People that look like the gangster. Yeah. People that identify with the gangster. Everybody else, we together right now. The gangs all get together. We together right now. But our leader, me and him, we rolling 60s. You Hoover. Yeah, it's all Crip. But if the 60s is in and shit come down to it, we better have a better position than your Crip ass.
Yeah. So what should we have done?
It's done now. You can't put the shit back on the horse.
That's what I'm thinking. It's like in that option, when we had her, we had him. When I think of like big stuff, who can avoid a nuclear war? Who can avoid war going further? I'm gonna trust the guy that's at least gonna walk over there and look somebody in the eye and be like, "Don't try this shit, motherfucker."
Hey, so which is what America has done. They've overlooked all of his wrong and said he's better. He's better than this educated woman. And I'm not even saying that
If that stopped the world from getting blown up, he wins in my mind. Listen, to me, I will say this. To me, when I'm measuring what is important, right? Nuclear war is the highest, right?
We ever had one? The only country that's ever dropped a nuke, you in it.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, that puts a target on our back. I feel like that.
Yeah, but dog, this one just, we the only motherfuckers to drop a bomb on people.
Yeah, but that don't mean they won't do it.
Why did we make it, Why?
It worked. I'm not saying it's right, but it fucking worked.
Why
did it not
create something that horrible?
I mean, it's terrible. No, I'm not saying yes. I'm just saying that's why they did it because it fucking worked.
What did it work on?
I mean, everybody was like, "Oh fuck, this is the end of this shit."
No, I do know why we made it. We made it because we were so deep in war that we're like, this can only get worse unless we just do one major act. It was a deciding
factor in the end of World War II. They said, if these motherfuckers are willing to blow 2 cities off the map, we got to quit fucking with them because they're crazy. And I'm not justifying the shit. I'm just laying out like the logic side behind of why they made it.
The logic is take 6 million and save 3, 4 trillion, however many there were.
I can't say it enough.
I know you're not like just.
I'm not pro and nukes. In fact, I am the opposite. And that's why I fall where I fall on a lot of other political things, because things like abortion and things like other things, I don't think that shit's going to matter. If one person drops a nuke, it does not matter what you want to do with your baby. It doesn't matter how you get treated. You know what I'm saying? It does matter. Don't let me say that. But I'm just saying, we are
top priority is what you're saying.
One nuclear bomb away from your rights not being a thing. The Earth not being a thing. If one person shoots, nowadays, everybody's nuclear protocols, right? And everybody's teamed up. So let's say we even shoot somebody, pretty much everybody has some type of nuclear alliance. You shoot one, people shoot back, the Earth is over.
Yeah, like what, 45 minutes, over. I think? 45 minutes?
Right. Yeah. So I'm just saying, this is also a factor when it comes into thinking, okay, we will overlook him for being this and that, because I think he might stop us from getting blown up.
That motherfucker got 4 years. After them 4 years, then what?
Then I don't know what happens. I literally do not know.
We've been around forever.
Then it's time to sit down and argue. Then we need to
both parties are going to have to revamp. They're going to have to rebrand all that.
Why is it revamping and rebranding after the fact? What I'm saying is, look, dog, we the only motherfuckers that have dropped a nuke. How do we even think that other people would do it to us?
Well, I think somebody might be crazy enough to. I'm just saying we can't rebrand in the middle of.
We're the cheating boyfriend.
She is.
That's what we are. We're the cheating boyfriend.
But see, look, we're in the middle of 2 wars.
She's got to be doing it.
You don't rebrand.
She got to be.
She got to be doing it. I know she is.
I'm just saying. I don't think we can rebrand in the middle of all the conflicts.
No,
at some point you got to get some seats. What happened when Trump got elected? A couple things did happen.
It's like saying I can't stop cheating now because I know she's cheating.
I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm just laying out why
I know
tons of a high percentage of this country voted a certain way.
Yeah.
Let's think about it. Why did they do that? I say this is definitely a factor. When he got elected, people started changing their tune. We've been in wars. We've been involved in wars. We've been funding wars. These people immediately start talking, oh, we want peace. We want peace. They start talking about ceasefires. They start talking about all this shit. Why?
Listen, I'm not telling you he's terrible in all aspects. That I ain't got nothing to do with none of that. He's got good. Listen, there are morality issues that motherfuckers have said, fuck his morality. I just like what he would do.
Yeah, I get that.
But when it comes down to others, morality means something. Their moral compass has been judged.
Yeah.
And because their moral compass is judged, they should be punished. No, don't punish him.
Yeah.
No. We're excusing him because he's doing us a favor. That shit ain't right.
Yeah.
What we're judging, because when you judged Puff Daddy, he was like, but he had a sex ring. You've judged his morality. His moral compass is off. And it's enough for him to be in jail. This motherfucker moral compass is off, but it ain't enough for him to be in jail because he's doing something for us. That shit ain't cool. Listen, dog, fuck the fact that he the president. I'm just talking about people and their moral compass.
Right.
It depends on what they're doing for you, if you give a fuck about their morals or not.
That's true.
That's true.
Because if there was some fucked up shit going on at the house next to mine and they were throwing me a certain amount of money, you're going to overlook it. I might keep my mouth closed.
Well, think about this. What's more racist?
Well, depending on what it is,
can
obviously.
we play this game? What's more racist?
Yes.
If, let's say if somebody stands up for the black people, woo, we're here. And then the world gets blown up because incompetence or something, and they're not able to provide a nuclear war. To stop the things that need to be stopped. What's more racist? Saving the whole country from getting blown up?
Dog, this country ain't getting blown up. There's a fear that white men have had for so long that I'm telling you that black people are going to do to them what they've done to black people.
Also the cheating boyfriend theory.
Hey, dog. Hey, listen, it's a fear that has never happened.
Yeah.
It's a fear that has never happened.
Yeah.
And it's never even come close to it. They attacked us December the 4th, 19, whatever, Pearl Harbor.
Yes.
Yo, these motherfuckers drove a couple of Jerry planes to Hawaii.
They flew planes into our fucking buildings. Different people, but.
Let me ask you something. You're a smart man.
You're
a smart man.
Yeah, I know that.
We don't even go to ask.
Yeah. No, we can do the 9/11 shit.
We don't even have to ask, bro.
You're a smart man.
I've studied into it some more.
No, you're a smart man. I'm gonna give you smart because I believe
hours
you're smart.
Of videos over that one.
Same here.
Yeah.
You're a smart man. I know that you are. A whole because this shit don't even make sense. A whole what is the plane made out of? Metal? We ain't giving metal. We ain't giving metal. A whole metal plane disintegrates. Is that what happened? Is that what happened?
You saying they had charges?
No. I'm not talking about charges. I'm just asking, did the plane disintegrate?
Blew up.
A metal it blew up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's full of fuel though.
Okay. So it ain't even about the plane.
Right.
That shit blew up. Part of it disintegrated. The one that landed on the lawn of
the Pentagon.
The Pentagon.
Yeah, because it didn't make it.
Wasn't hardly no plane left, was it?
No.
It's amazing to me that all that metal would just disintegrate, but they found pieces of paper. You find the metal plane disintegrates.
So the building blew up. without the planes.
No,
No, I'm not saying that.
the planes were a part of it,
That's right.
But
That's right. They were a part of it.
When it comes to buildings itself, the thing that gets me is the structure of the building and how it collapsed.
So you're thinking it shouldn't have just went straight down?
No, I don't think that.
The building.
No.
These
have you ever watched a demolition? It looked exactly like a demolition to me.
Yeah, it did.
Hey,
I'm not gonna lie to you. Part of my job here is to get y'all
let me tell you how cold-blooded. Let me tell you how cold-blooded them buildings falling was. That the building across the street fell to. Oh God! It just fell.
What'll just tell you everything, and it's a lot of theories are like this, are the insurance policy going out on it. You heard about that part?
Oh yeah.
The insurance
they made
policy.
a ton of money, I'm sure. Yeah.
The buildings were filled with asbestos, and as y'all know from all the mesothelioma commercials, asbestos is a problem.
Yeah,
that everybody's getting woke on.
I think I have mesothelioma.
I'm entitled to a conversation.
At that time,
I need the phone number.
I am.
They found out all of the makeup of both of these buildings. These multi-billion
had a bunch of asbestos.
dollar buildings had a bunch of asbestos, and it would have cost like twice as much as the buildings were actually worth to remove the asbestos.
Mm-hmm.
And so what do we do if you got $1 trillion, dollars floating around in between you and your friend group, and you need these buildings?
Faking attacks.
You know the only people. Hey, I'm gonna tell you the only people.
He made billions of dollars off that. The guy who owned it.
Oh, the building. Yeah.
The guy who everybody who owned it.
I went to the 9/11 to the
memorial.
Yeah. I've been there, and you feel spirits when you're there.
Oh yeah, that's
a place I ain't never been where I felt spirits.
They say Gettysburg is like that.
I would imagine
they say there's like this eerie feeling like at Gettysburg.
What I remember is I was working at UPS at the time when the planes hit the building. I remember getting off work and seeing a plane fly over Texarkana, and I was remembering that it was like Trump or something. Not Trump, Bush. Right? Mm-hmm. So I remember watching TV, and I went outside and prayed. I was like, God, I can't believe they're attacking America. Like I'm really praying and shit.
Yeah.
And I saw people jump out of the buildings.
Yeah, that's rough.
It was pretty rough. The only people that I've ever even heard of dying were just people in that building. I don't think I've really ever watched people who, they would do interviews on these people if they were real. They do it on the people that died in the buildings because you can't fake that. But that's why they hit the shit at the top. Motherfucker, you a hell of a pilot with only 6 weeks of training to fly a plane into a building. Yeah. You really are. Mm-hmm. Just these two buildings specifically. Hit them right at the top. So we're going to have casualties. We're definitely going to have casualties. But we hope we've got enough, people have enough sense to get the fuck out so we can do what we need to do. We love drama. I ain't never heard no interview of nobody that their family member died from being on the plane. I've heard them from being in the building. We're the people's families that on all those planes.
I've heard that before, though. I'm pretty sure I've heard.
On all those planes. Hey, dog, I ride on planes all the time.
I feel like I can recall hearing people talk about the text messages or not text messages or
Answer machine.
Yeah.
I heard that at one time, right?
Where had to be
or emails, maybe.
Where's their family members at, dog? Where they at? Why? Are they not talking about it?
They might be getting silenced.
When certain shit happens. Hey, dog, sometimes it's like, I know the name of everybody that was on that motherfucker because we found a piece of paper. The building collapsed, dog. Yeah. You found a piece of paper. It logically, it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Just like who the fuck was holding the camera when we walked on the moon?
I'm so up in the air about the moon one.
I done watch hours and hours of the moon.
Who was holding the camera?
Went it on a tripod?
Who put it over there?
The astronauts?
The camera couldn't have been, it wasn't attached to the spaceship. I know that.
The camera was attached to the spaceship?
No, I'm saying it wasn't.
No.
We were just trying to show that we were beating the...
Russia? Yeah. Well, they weren't Russia then. They were the Soviet Union.
I mean, bro...
We Jeep on the conspiracy shit tonight. And I'm only saying people overlook shit.
Yeah, I agree.
When it benefits them.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm telling you this from the standpoint of somebody, and I stand on, man, every show I stand on the black hill and go, it is, it is. And I'm really not standing on a black hill. What I'm standing on is a hill of, hopefully it's morality. And I'm not saying that I'm everyone's moral compass, but I believe those who lead us should have a better moral compass than we have. Definitely.
I agree. Yeah, for sure.
Hey, man, look here. As much as I done cheated, I have no right. As much as I've lied, I have no right. But I do know that's why people get upset whenever they pastor is fucked up. How could you? You're supposed to be better than me. That's why they get mad. Get the pastor out of here. Because his moral compass is supposed to be better than ours.
Same with the police. Same with
their moral compass.
Yeah.
Supposed to be higher. Yeah.
It should be. We overlook it.
Spider-Man.
Too much.
What's the quote?
With much power comes great responsibility.
It does.
Here's what I think. I think that our whole government system is incredibly corrupt. I think that the majority of the moral compasses that we see are probably worse than ours. I think that it's a big puppet show. I think that a lot of it has to do with media. I think on both sides. I think that we just get shown this. I think we get shitty options for a reason. Like our two options. Come on, bro. Come on. I think we get these. I think the system is set up to not necessarily work, because when it doesn't work, there's room for things like manipulation, or for money to be made, or for, like we said, shadow corporations to do things and shit of that nature. I think that, man.
My theory is we're a big old money pit. I think America is nothing like, and like you said, I don't think anybody's dropping a bomb, because I think we make everybody else too much money.
As of now, though, I mean, they're trying to get rid of our dollar. Now, I will say this: if they do get rid of our dollar, we are in big trouble.
The United States of America killed Muammar Gaddafi because he had found a way to bankrupt the world's banking system. Muammar Gaddafi, really, nobody was poor over there under his leadership. There wasn't much crime either under his leadership. Now, he may have been like bad to everybody else. That man had found a way to back his money with gold. We killed his ass. They won't let you.
Yeah.
We can say what we want to say. That is about ruling us with fear. They made us believe that Muammar Gaddafi and Saddam Hussein were the two worst people. Well, the United States of America was doing business with Saddam. Yeah, don't you ever get your ass out of pocket, or else we will kill you. And nobody can listen. I thought it was so shitty of us. And I'm not. When we killed Saddam, not Saddam, but Bin Laden.
Bin Laden, yeah.
Hey, dog. And Obama was the president at that time. I don't like this shit. No. I'm a big fan of Obama. I don't like this shit.
Yeah.
We took Osama bin Laden's body. When you die, again, all right, I get it that we got to verify that he's dead. Why would we throw that man's body in the ocean?
I read about that. They said that was some type of, they thought it was that they literally didn't deserve the respect of
I think everybody burial. Deserves respect of a proper burial. Listen, when soldiers are at war, even in the movies, you watch them say, hey, take the movie Troy. I'll give you 7 days. How long were the burial games?
They used to pause battles. They would pause battles to get the dead out. Yeah.
But then there's people like, and I hate to say it, but I'm one of those people. I do feel like there's a certain, and this is just for me. This is not for the world. I hope the world does not abide by my standards.
All right.
But no, I'm going to be Achilles. If you do a certain thing to me, I'm dragging your body.
Yeah. No, Achilles was like that. But then when the king pled to him.
Yeah.
I've kissed the...
And like Achilles, I would probably look at that man and I'd probably say, all right, take your son.
Take your son. But at the time, I'd
probably say sorry. But then again, I just know myself in those moments, like, yeah, you getting drugged.
Hector! I mean, he stood out them gates by himself.
Another one of my favorite movies.
Me too. Hector! I know that whole... But you're like, I think I would be that way too. Like, I'm so angry. But then, man, I got to respect. We threw that man's body. We are no moral comp. The United States has done so much fucked up shit. but we act as if though we're the moral compass. And not even just if you take two people, this is why representation matters. And we've always fought for quote unquote equality.
Mm.
If you lined up the resumes of the two candidates we had, the positive and the negative, his negative without weight, and I'm not saying that she was the right person. That's not what I'm getting at. If you take the faces off and you line up the resumes, you wouldn't pick him. Mm-hmm. If you just line up, we don't know who he is or what he did on paper.
Yeah, that's true.
You're not talking about the stuff that you're talking about morally.
No.
Are we talking about stuff that they did?
Not moral. Nothing moral. Not the moral. So
you're talking about the things they accomplished.
Accomplishments, education.
Yeah.
Right. Stuff like that.
Yeah. On paper, she had it.
And I'm not judging him. What I'm saying is, man, we will lay down that moral compass to get what we want.
I agree.
Yeah. People will but it's like, only if.
Yeah, I agree.
If a guy saved my mom from drowning, but he got drunk and killed your brother in a car crash.
Yeah, I think we talked about this before.
Is he a hero to me? And should I only go, well, can't you see that he saved my mom?
Yeah.
Can I get you to believe that he's a good guy because he saved my mom? Or do you think he's an asshole because he killed your brother?
People look at it, and I'm sure a lot of people look at it and they're like, well, yeah, he fucking sucks as a human being, but if he can prevent me from losing more money or the state or the country from losing more money, if he can prevent us from going to a war that my family members, health is at risk or well-being, then yeah, fuck what he did wrong. I'm not saying that's how I thought.
Yeah.
But I did think about that.
The one thing that got me was that she never would speak about ending the stuff with Ukraine. There was never no hey, we're going to stop that. Whereas at least Trump was like, on the first day, I'm going to at least be talking shit.
That motherfucker going to tell you what he going to do now. He going to tell you what he going to do.
But this not knowing that that's even a priority for your deal. That's
I feel you on some.
She was a little vague for me.
Yeah,
I feel you.
They would ask her questions and she say, "I'm gonna follow the law."
And with the corruption behind her, it was
And then I don't know, like we're saying though, you could look at it on paper, but people were feeling like we were going to get the same thing that we had just previously got. And whether you like that or not, that's completely up to you. That's your personal opinion. But I think more people felt like we don't want another 4 years of that. And she could, maybe for good reasons, because I've heard you explain why you think she didn't separate herself from him. But they were feeling like we can't have more of that.
I feel you.
But you were still 100% right on paper.
But I think and I think because I'm not a real political guy, I bring that up because a lot of times it's the only way people can see certain things.
Right.
And I only bring up the politics to show that this is America in almost every sense.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how good a black person she's a black woman. No matter how good she is and how bad he is, her good, motherfucker, but you should be better than that. Fuck the fact that this guy technically ain't shit more. He's our guy though. She's done everything quote unquote right to earn her position. I think she was given.
Yeah, because a lot of people say that she got.
I'm gonna tell you something. She was given that position.
Right.
Because he wanted to win. He wanted votes. How often do we look at white men being given things and go, damn, they gave him something? Nah, it's just expected.
Right.
When others are given, there's an expectancy of them. Well, you better do it right. And when they don't, or they don't meet the standards of fuck the fact that he ain't everything. At least he gonna fuck up some shit. He gonna whoop your ass if you ain't.
No.
Damn, can we get a shot to be XYZ? Can we get a shot to do that?
Yeah.
That has been the way but it's just a reflection. It's a mirror. And that's all I'm looking at. I'm not trying to say you should not elect Trump.
Right.
I'm not saying that. There's a mirror that you need to look at, and that reflection that's coming back, it's ugly as fuck. No matter how good he can be, the reflection still should be ugly.
I agree.
And there should not be, but that was also ugly. It should never go to that was also what's in the mirror.
Yeah.
And I know we got to choose between them. It doesn't disappoint me in America. I've known that she would do this. It's the way she is. But we've got to find a way to be better than that. We have to find that way. Mm-hmm. We got to find that way. And it will never be by justifying what this person does, because we are choosing the lesser of the two evils in our own mind. It can't be that.
And hopefully we can prevent this 4 years from now, whenever that shit comes.
How are you going to do that?
No,
I mean,
because
just
both of the nominees are always going to be the people that the parties want. And so our two options are always going to be the dumbasses that the two parties.
The system is set up to,
I don't see that changing. I don't understand how in our system right now we never give third party a chance. That shit is not real.
That's because
the only thing we can do is elect better officials into the party itself, because that's where they go.
That's difficult. Yeah, you have to do
but
that.
Yeah, no,
but still,
that weeding out process and that build up process.
How many people did you know on the ballot outside of the big vote?
Oh, I actually talked to a Republican guy all the time. He and I talk all the time.
Yeah. I knew about 5
there were a lot of names
on that whole deal,
and I voted for him. Yeah. A lot of people will think that I'm party affiliate. No, this man calls me. He talks to me. We have deep conversations, and I don't want to put his name out there. He's like, Derrick, do you mind if I put a sign in your mom's yard? Absolutely, go ahead, go do it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But he's talked to me about who he is and what he stands for. But he is a Republican. That didn't make me listen. I kind of believe you, fella.
Yeah.
I think too many people get caught up in just party. I feel like I know who that man is.
That's what matters. But see, I feel like we can only find them locally, because I can't know this dude on TV. But when
you say that's what matters, his policy, I never told you anything about this man's policy and what he's going to do for me. I never said that. And you said that's what matters. Because I said I feel like I know who he is as a man. That's the same way I would judge this guy, Trump. When I know who he is as a man, I can't do that because of what he stands for. Is he better than her? I don't give she does not have the resume he has on fucked up shit. What's done is done, but I still would judge him just like I judged this guy locally and voted for the local guy.
Yeah.
I didn't just go, well, you're not a Democrat, so yeah. I don't even do that shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking at the man. I've said this shit a lot. We all are pushing for the same stuff. I want to be protected too. I don't want anybody to drop a nuke on us.
Yeah.
I want to agree with you there. I hope that we end the war in Ukraine. I want that done too. I do want to feel better protected at home. I do want to stop spending money unnecessarily. I want all of that too. I promise I do. If it's got to come from this person, I don't want it. If I received all of my money through a drug dealer, they seized that money from you because of where it came from. Fuck the fact that I was building a hospital with it.
Yeah, but Walmart don't give a fuck if you give them money, or the mom and pop place don't care if I used to get paid in drug money all the time.
They don't care. People don't care. But if the government finds out about it, they seize it. They take it from you. If you use your drug money to build a legitimate business, that ain't washing your money. People have to wash their money so they can go build their legitimate business. They got to show where it came from.
Right, yeah.
Because if I use this for that, they say it's corrupted. You can't do it. It's only corrupted whenever it doesn't benefit you.
Right.
I don't look at people that way. I look at people as, I think you're a good person. I think you're a good man. I don't think he's a good man. But I want to give this good man a chance to do the right thing. And as a good man, he's got the opportunity to defend his house, which is why we have the right to bear arms. Each of us have the right to defend our own home. That person, Teel, if he's the person who I decide to elect as president, America is your home. I would hope that you would defend her too. I would hope whoever is in that office would defend the United States of America. Obama was real quiet and, I'm going to do what I've got to do.
And Michelle.
We're just not going to do it. I know because I want them all. He's so mild-mannered or whatever. But when it came down to getting to bin Laden, kill that motherfucker.
Yeah.
I would hope that you would defend us. Even though you're meek and you're mild and you're calm, I just hope that when you're in that position, you would defend us. I want to give somebody a chance to be in that position to defend us. They're not going to get it right all the time. I know Trump ain't going to get it right all the time. He's going to get a lot of shit right, though. But again, Biden will too. And he's going to get a whole bunch of shit wrong. I don't give a fuck. You're not going to get it right all the time. But I want to get a motherfucker a chance to do the right thing that I believe is a good person. That's my sum up.
That'll be nice.
Yeah. That's just my sum up, dog.
Yeah.
That'll be nice. If we can do that. It's been a very long, I think it was like, I think Obama was the last person that I looked at and I was just like, there's just no obvious standout. Like, what the fuck how did he even get there?
It's been a shit show since, for sure.
Yeah. Anywho.
Biden fell asleep at a big deal he was at the other day. I'm like, bro, our president can't be asleep at a fucking at a big like event on stage, like not in the crowd, on stage.
Dog, he's old people take naps all day.
I know.
The fucking other dude we just elected is the same age.
Yeah, but he campaigned 60 days in a row and didn't stop. Something's different about that.
That motherfucker bit down, had Secret Service around him and a ketchup packet. They shot me, bitch.
I don't think so.
It was just a graze.
No, you can't believe that. Do you think he faked that?
100%.
Oh man, we can get into. It's too late to get into that. Did you know the degree of accuracy you'd have to shoot with? The kid had iron sights. He didn't have a scope.
Hey, bro.
You think so?
You got bruises or scrapes on you whenever shit happened to you? I want you to show me a picture of this motherfucking ear. You ever been shot? I've been shot. I've been shot in my leg. I still got the scar.
I still got a scar right there from.
I want you to show me. I want you to show me this son of a gun's ear, dog. Show me that dude's ear. You've been shot before. There's a scar. I don't give a shit if he was shot or he wasn't shot. He lived. Y'all
know that's one conspiracy theory that I won't even look at it.
You can look in slow motion. You see his ear rip.
Listen, dog. When I watched the man get up on the roof and the people go, "There's a man on the roof." When you watch this shit and they go, "There's a man on the roof," and the people are seeing the shit.
Yeah.
It's almost impossible to not believe that shit wasn't a setup. Dog,
dude,
you can't get to the president. You can't. Yo, listen, they stopped that shit with Ronald Reagan. Think about this here. You had two of them to die.
Why Lincoln almost happened on the golf course too? But so from I'm a shooter.
They would have killed Obama if they could have.
I am a shooter. That's all I can come from my standpoint. This man, they shot this man in the head. The snipers responded. They shot him right on that roof. There's video. This dude has iron sights. He did not have a scope. His name was Crook. So, on the building.
Who shot John F. Kennedy?
His name is Harvey Oswald. But I'm just saying, let's go through this from a shooting standpoint. At least trust me this far in my shooting background. Iron sights. It's a doable shot to kill him, right? You can put that. Have you shot through iron sights?
No.
So when I say this dude doesn't have a scope, that means he has no optic. He has no magnification.
Yeah. Just the two.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
So on the front of the gun is the weapon is the deal, and then there's another deal. What you have to do is you have to put your cheek in the exact right spot, and you get your sight picture.
Yeah.
And in that sight picture, that where the line go, where the thing coming up in the middle, exactly. So it looks almost kind of like this. Right here is where you're aiming.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
The shot is from I believe is over 100 yards away. It's not impossible, but you're not shooting this. Look, he would be like Trump. I could say this. He might be insane. He's not that insane. You're not letting someone shoot from over 100 yards away with iron sights at your head. That is absolutely 100% unbelievable. I would not shoot at a deer. Let's say a deer came out and I'm in a deer stand with my 30-06 with magnification. I'm not going to try to put that thing. I don't think I could just clip a deer's ear. And I'm a shooter. I've shot.
I don't think so either.
I shot expert multiple times. I can show you my badges.
I agree with you.
If the shot came from where they say it came from, which I guess we can debate that.
I can agree with you on all this stuff.
There's no way he set that up in his mind, was like, I'm going to let this guy shoot at my ear and I'm going to turn my head at this exact time and get clipped in the ear, because that is incalculably dangerous.
I agree with you. It just never fucking happened.
But the guy got shot 10 foot behind him in the head. So we're just sacrificing people in the crowd?
Don't look at me.
They haven't done it before?
I have not.
I mean, I guess I wouldn't put it past them, but you can see
they haven't
in the
done
video
it before.
where they zoomed in, you can see the bullets going past him. There was like 5 or 6 shots, correct? Out of an AR-15 with iron sights from over 100 yards away.
I thought it was 3.
Did they kill this guy?
They immediately killed him right after, as soon as the shots fired out. But here's the thing. You got to think about, this is what they call the shooter's dilemma, right? When you're on defense, you have to get cleared to take someone out, right? This is how people get killed overseas. This is the Navy SEAL's worst nightmare. Waiting for permission to take somebody out is one of the toughest spots to be in. Apparently he had, because they blame all this shit on Secret Service. If you see the lady that was out there that was supposed to be guarding,
this bitch, she couldn't even put her gun in a holster. Exactly. And she's supposed to protect him.
Yeah. But see, he got denied extra Secret Service. I think I do believe, I think he had the bottom of the barrel Secret Service, and they was trash. Absolute dog water.
The not so Secret Service.
Yeah, the not so Secret Service. And once this shit crashed out bad, bro got the green light then and immediately torched this dude that shot him. Immediately, headshots, immediately took him out and within a matter of seconds. I'm just saying, I think it's, there's 100% reasons that I think now, like I said.
You ever been shot at?
Have I ever been shot at? In my vicinity. Not very, very, not close enough to die.
You ever been shot at?
Oh, yes, with a shotgun.
What was your reaction?
I was running.
You didn't just duck down?
Oh, I ducked.
But
but
you didn't have 6 people on top of you neither.
Hey, dog. And
there's also, my thoughts were like, there's other people running, so maybe they're...
Hey, man, at that time, your wherewithal, this ain't like getting injured on a football field and they carry your ass out and you go, my legs are moving. It's okay, guys. Your wherewithal ain't to go, we gotta stay strong.
Shit.
Hey, dog, that ain't your motherfucking wherewithal. Your wherewithal is to get to safety. And the Secret Service was supposed to get this motherfucker, like, not let him up. Fuck all that. You do what we say do so we can get your ass to safety. Not, wait a minute, guys, I've got to tell them one last time. Free at last.
I'm just saying.
Free at last. I'm Donald Trump and I'm free at last. It just don't make no sense.
So how do we, so the shot never happened. That would be the only way.
I'm not saying it never happened.
No, but you have to explain to me what happened. Somebody got shot behind him. Why was there a shot just close to him? It was just super close to him, and then he put a ketchup packet on his ear. Is that what we're going with?
Weird. Again, you're looking at me.
Well,
I'm going with the ketchup packet.
Ketchup packet. Okay.
I
don't see how somebody aiming at him could clip his ear and it be.
I don't think they clipped him. That's what I'm saying.
His thoughts are they shot around him. They killed those 2 people. He put something on his ear. That's Derrick's thought.
Hey, dog.
I mean, from what I've looked, because I've looked into it a bunch, from what I would see,
you got a hell of a belief system when you believe this type of shit. You did all your research. Did you see the people telling the police there's a guy in the building?
Yeah. I think it's in a lot of people's interest for him to get shot.
Yeah.
Including maybe the Secret Service.
Do you know how hard it is? Like, yo.
They almost did it twice.
When you are a public figure, they even do this shit for celebrities. Donald Trump is bigger than a celebrity. They scope the place out days before you ever go. So they can be aware of blind spots.
Yeah, they let it happen.
No, they let it happen. They would have just went on and let him kill him.
I think they were supposed to. I think he blew the shot.
I don't.
I think he went to shoot the guy in the head with iron sights. Donald Trump just happened to turn his head in that moment because he was looking to a chart. Weird.
And you just got that fucking lucky to just get clipped. There's no luck in the world like that.
There is luck in the world like that. People, they're called synchronicities. There's a million people right now that have some type of moment that they will equate to God or to some type of situation where some shit seemed like that shit shouldn't have fucking happened, but it happened. There's a lot of instances. The word miracle is not just some bullshit.
Nah, that ain't it. As far as a miracle, like yo, that one just from dog. This motherfucker's about theatrics. He's about theatrics. Like, yo, he's good for TV. He understands TV. This motherfucker's good. He's great TV. He will get you to believe shit. Central Park 5. You ever heard of him?
Central Park 5. What time is it?
No, I want y'all to go watch a movie on Netflix.
But we're not all left too far. It's like 2 hours.
My bad. I know.
No, it just seems because we started
almost 9 o'clock. Central Park 5 on Netflix. It's called When They See Us. I just want y'all to go watch that movie. Just watch it.
I remember hearing about that.
Just watch it.
I've seen that.
Just watch it. These were 5 black men accused of like raping or beating a white woman in Central Park in New York City. Trump at the time called these guys. He put like $1 million bounty on their head or whatever. None of these guys were guilty.
Mm-hmm.
None of them. He still today has held on to fuck those guys. When you're not guilty, you're just not guilty.
Right.
He should know that. When you think a motherfucker that's accused of shit, listen. Just watch that movie When They See Us. Give me your thoughts on the shit.
Yeah.
Give me your thoughts on it.
I wanted to watch that movie anyway.
Man, there's some black shit I should have y'all watch. Watch it with me. Watch Roots with me, you'll be like, oh shit, O.J. Simpson wasn't shit. Because O.J. Simpson was running around catching black people at the beginning of the movie. Here you go, white man, take these niggas and put them on the boat. He was just, you can't run away from O.J. Simpson. He was what?
Hell of a running back.
Hell of a running back. It's a hell of a running back, baby. I'm not against Trump like that. I'm just really looking at the moral compass and the reflection. That's really all I'm saying about all of this shit.
Yeah.
But we are addicted to arguing. So
I think you're doing a good job of arguing, both of you.
Yeah. We're addicted to arguing.
I had my thoughts on a couple of today's subjects as well.
Yeah.
But
I'm just here to have fun. Sometimes I'll be knowing, I'm like, yeah, we could stop. And I'm like, let me ask another question just to keep it going. But it's fun. But also I'm learning too.
We all agreed on OJ. We all agreed on 9/11.
He definitely did it, bro.
Yeah. We agreed on 9/11. We had some moments today.
More people should argue this way to where when we leave this way, how did I act whenever I saw you today?
Oh, yeah.
Too happy to see you.
Yeah.
I think people in this world look to down each other because of a difference of opinion versus try to. My position is always to try to help educate or to enlighten. Even if it doesn't land, that's what I'm trying to do.
I don't think there's a better time for what we're doing here. And if people can just take that and run with it. Like, if you can just look at somebody with the exact opposite views of you politically, morally, and everything and be like,
dude, I fucking hate politics, bro. Can I look at the camera and just say, I don't like this shit. It's fun.
I don't like it either.
I do not like this shit.
I wanted to run for office here in Texarkana.
That'd be cool.
Arkansas. I was going to run. And the reason I did not run, I was going to run against Carol Dalby. She's run unopposed for a state representative, Texarkana, Arkansas for years. I don't have anything against Carol Dalby, by the way. I don't know the woman to have anything against her. The reason I was running because she's in legislation, which means she gets to write laws.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I did not run, and I can show y'all stuff on my phone from the Democratic Party. Y'all be like, holy shit, you had all that information? I got information. The reason I did not run is because my mom was afraid of what people would do to me. We had just lost my dad. My brother had just gone on trial or just gotten off a trial being acquitted of raping my cousin from 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't want to put my mom through any more stress.
No, that's a stressful, You don't know what kind of can of worms you're opening.
It's got to be the worst shit ever.
But I wasn't going to run on a campaign of let me trash that woman.
Right.
I don't know her, but I know politics is dirty. But I'm an agent of change. I want to help change shit.
Yeah.
That's who I am. I'm an agent of change.
Well, if it helps at all, I feel like you can reach a level of publicity that is just as powerful as a political office.
Yeah, for sure.
You might be able to, it'd be nice to have 1 million people that watch this podcast.
Facts.
And 10,000 of them view things differently, just as so much as you know, making a political change here in town, you know?
Yeah, I hope so too.
Might take a little bit longer to see, but we're on the way. We on the way.
We are on the way, man. And I like coming in here with y'all every week. We do this for free because we believe in what we're doing. You know what I mean? I want them to know that, like, yo, it ain't nobody controlling what
hell, in fact, we pay to do it. It kind of cost us, but
you know what I mean? So,
oh, dude, I lose money every month podcasting.
So,
but
I'm
having a blast. Like I said, we say whatever we want. That's one of the favorite things to just know that I can just say whatever, dude. Like nobody can stop me.
That's American as fuck,
ain't it? Mm-hmm. Freedom of speech.
And YouTube.
Freedom of speech, baby.
Because I may have to bleep a couple words in this to fight them motherfuckers. But
oh yeah,
I dropped all the N-bombs tonight, and I've never done it before. All but in the sake of trying to teach.
Hey,
you see what I'm saying? I've never done that before.
I don't think the algorithm scolds it.
So. No, they don't. But I'm saying who I know I am. I did it for like a reason tonight.
Yeah.
I wouldn't I never do it in
You made some solid points.
I always try to. Not that I think my points are better than Joe's points.
No, in fact, y'all both made like at the same exact time. Y'all made valid points.
Yeah, it's like, yo, how can you not see both? But you know, whoever you decide to, and they'll decide to choose whoever they want to go with on the. Mm-hmm. I just hope that
the people have to choose.
I hope that by the end of this, somebody's moral compass is turned more towards a better view of morality versus.
But I think everybody should look at it the way that you're looking at it. As far as let's get a good person that we can believe in, that in multiple ways. And
I 100% believe that. I just think that actually happening. I don't know. Maybe I'm being cynical, or maybe just not realistic. But I think it's like the system is set up in a way for that not to happen.
In reality, it's kind of rare nowadays to
the stuff you were rapping about changing.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same conversation you have to have. You're rapping about it. I'm hearing it in the raps.
Yeah,
you have to have that conversation to believe it. That's why you put it on wax.
Yeah.
So I have to continue to say it to get the change to happen. I can't be so, I don't think it'll ever happen. I believe, you got to believe some crazy shit until it actually fucking happens.
Yeah.
You know how fucking crazy it was to fly until the Wright brothers actually did the shit. And it's probably another motherfucker that tried to do it for the Wright brothers and they pushed his ass off a cliff.
Yeah, no, that happened.
You know what I'm saying?
That's one too. That one up.
We can go down there, but then the Wright brothers was like, it's ours.
They took somebody's
shit.
But anyway,
and took credit.
Anyway,
overall, I try to take we're gonna change shit approach. But in the back of my mind, I've been down too many rabbit holes myself. I think sometimes it can turn me kind of cynical. I have to fight that. So.
Yeah, we do. That's an everyday thing. The world is looking a little more cynical. Look at Taco Bell's. Look at McDonald's. They're not colorful anymore. Nobody wants us to be happy anymore. So we got to make it happen.
God damn.
For real.
They don't. No, but I'm agreeing. Like I'm like, shit.
They're trying to take the color out of our lives. They're trying to put the toxins into our bodies. They're trying to get our souls out of our body. Going a little too deep.
Yeah, I know. I'm laughing because I'm just an idiot. But
I thought you were looking at my face going, damn, Derrick don't believe. I'm like,
he's over here thinking, Jesus Christ, we're wrapping it up.
No. I'm laughing because it's just, it's true. It's just so fucked. Sometimes that's just how
nonsense
I react.
Music. I mean, where's the shit in music that you feel, You
motherfuckers won't make it.
Well, we get discouraged.
Because
but
y'all
we get discouraged because it's
the effects of everything. It doesn't
seem like what people want. I've been making for the past 5 years, I've been making music that I haven't been releasing because I just, first of all, it's a resource thing. Like I only have so much resources. And like now it seems like people actually listen to me here. So like I don't want to blow this resource where I know that some people listen to me, right? And
are you discouraged with the views that you get on here? Because you don't get as many as you want all the time.
Oh, no. Yes, definitely get discouraged. But I don't know. I guess what I'm saying is I can only be this tunnel vision on so many things. That's what it all comes down to. Mm-hmm. I get discouraged on the rap deal. I get discouraged on the podcast deal. But at the moment, I have this podcast tunnel vision.
You have this passion right now.
And I just can't tunnel vision two things. Like
I've tunnel vision comedy for so long.
Right.
that I can't get out of it. But I believe it.
Yeah.
Even if the world hasn't said it's happened yet.
Right.
I still, fucked up. You got to be able to believe this shit. But what if it does happen?
Yeah.
Mhm.
What if it doesn't? I can never live on the what if it doesn't.
Yeah.
I believe it will. But you got to keep going to find out if it will. I've seen too many memes where the guy's digging for diamonds.
Oh, he stops too early. Yeah.
Like he's that close. He's like, shit, this is too hard. And he walks away.
Yeah.
What if he just had enough grit to keep going?
That's
I
it
get
right
that,
there
but
for
do you see what I'm saying? It's like how many holes can I be in?
Fuck
digging
that.
for
Have you
diamonds
looked
one
at your
time?
music? You got goddamn good music.
I found a
I'm
diamond.
sick of y'all.
He actually found a diamond.
tell you.
At the park.
At the Murfreesboro.
I gave him so much shit on that episode after he found the diamond. Oh, I'm chief. I'm digging in the rocks and all that shit. But he legit found a diamond.
No, and what's funny is that it was one of those moments. I had been doing the shit for like a year and a half.
And he found shit.
I was literally out there every like 2-3 days a week.
Were you ready to give up?
Paying, then spent so much money. And I was like, bro, this shit is not real. Like I had even met people who found them that I like trusted and became friends with. And I was like, they lying to everyone. This is fucking lying.
Yeah.
And then one day I went out there, I said a prayer and I told myself, I said, you know what? At this point, I don't really give a fuck. If I don't find nothing, I now feel so good just getting out here and busting my ass and leaving with some motherfucking hope.
Yeah.
I don't care that day.
Yeah. He found it.
Yeah, that day.
Got to get some fuck it in your system.
Yeah.
I had to break down that last little 2 inches of wall.
All I'm saying though, is y'all know me, I can't let it go. All I'm saying is, how many holes do you want to be in at one fucking time?
No, you can't do that. I mean, I believe that.
Right now, I'm digging in a specific hole that's stopping me from digging in the other hole.
No, I'm not. No, I understand what you're saying.
Right.
What I am saying is your music is so good. Your
You
music
think I should stop podcasting and putting all my effort into music?
I didn't say that.
Well, that's
It's not a hole. Let me tell you.
Diddy would have multiple different holes.
Let me tell you what I am saying that you should do. I am saying that because your music is so good, because you own all of your music, I would play it to open my podcast. Or during the podcast when I'm editing, I would make sure that I put in song breaks about me.
Yeah,
you bum.
You bum.
Shit, there's stuff you can do.
Get it done.
Yeah, maybe so. Tie them together.
And not just you, y'all. I'd sure hate that Brennon don't, want to be in this shit no more.
Oh, no. I mean, I'd like
this
to.
motherfucker rap too.
It's just like I gotta fucking...
I sent him an open verse.
I still got it.
Like 6 months ago.
I still run about, bro. I'm telling you, my juices are not flowing when it comes to the fucking.
And that is real.
I want it.
Yeah, it's just like I'm sure it's just like writing.
I still feel there's a fire.
Fire down below.
Yeah, you got.
I gotta pull it out.
Yeah,
just gotta fucking
get it, brother.
All right, boys. I've enjoyed it. It's been a good time.
It's been a good one. I'm about to go get me some gas station pizza.
Man, dude. The other time, a couple weeks ago, me and him left separately. We didn't say shit about it. We met at the gas station to get pizza at midnight.
I want y'all to know, I'm getting to Joe. I got him to the black barbershop. I'm going to get him other shit too. Don't worry about it.
No, I've been getting my hair. I've been getting black haircuts, bro.
I need to go and get
we going to get you in there.
I got a wedding coming up on the 5th of January. So
it's fun. The black barbershop is fun. It's like it's a different environment.
It is.
Like everybody at the I don't know. At white barbershops are like they're just it's just like cutting hair. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty mayo.
Like the dude that cut my hair. The dude that cut my hair. He answered 4 phone calls while he was cutting my hair. He walked outside. He went and looked at this other lady cutting hair, walked back to me, hilarious. 4 people called him on unknown number and he told me all about how it's probably his ex-wife. She was calling asking for money. She's not getting no shit from me. It's crazy. She think threats work. All this shit. I'm like...
It's an experience, isn't it?
Yeah. And I'm just sitting there and I'm the only white dude in the barbershop, which has happened several times, but it's just like, it's a cool place.
Yeah.
It's cool.
The barbershop is damn sure a cool place.
Yeah, it's cool.
That's why they made a movie about it.
You're going to have to show me the spot. I'd say maybe
I used to go down
2
there
weeks.
Because Justin cut my hair for a long time.
Yeah, right down the street.
Yeah, so he cut my hair right there by the studio.
Oh, J-Rob.
Yeah, J-Rob.
Oh, shit. I might need to go.
And I know we're getting ready to leave. Funny ass story about J-Rob. I was sitting in a dude's chair next to J-Rob getting my haircut. And the guy spins my chair and he walks off. Justin knows me. And he's standing there, and my chair spins towards Justin, and he's standing there staring at me like this. Now the guy walked out, and I'm like, what? He looked around, and he said,
oh, damn.
And I was like, what? And then the dude walks back in, Justin went back to cutting his guy. I was like, wait a minute, bitch, he messed me up. Like, yo, I was so mad at him.
Yeah, he was just fucking with you, right?
No, he was serious.
Oh, no, he really...
Oh, no.
Yeah, but I didn't, my hair, like, I don't think, from a barber standpoint, I think he was trying to steal the dude's customer.
Okay.
Is what I think it was. But it still made me feel self-conscious. That motherfucker.
Because that would actually be a hilarious joke to do at a barbershop.
I think he was trying to steal his customer, but I never went back to the guy either.
Yeah. Damn.
He sent me a friend request on Facebook yesterday. Not answering it.
Can't do it. For the channel, appreciate y'all tapping in, man. If you hung in with this with us this long, Lord, it's been a long night. We definitely appreciate it. We are gonna put more effort into this. We got to. That's just a team. We got to get it out.
That's true.
We're gonna keep working on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, share, subscribe, do all that cool shit, and we'll be back next week. Thank y'all.